Channel. This is a unique situation for me. I'm going to try it out if and when people discover this later on. For anybody that watches live, I will be doing a 4-2-1-3 breakdown. I'm going to show you why. Even though in this type of gameplay there are a lot of viable formations, a lot of different setups that would work, that would, create chances for you, that defend well, the setup defends well. But because the 4-2-1-3 is so powerful, that is why you're only seeing, or largely seeing, that formation. No matter how redundant it may be to play the 4-2-1-3 and see it over and over, there's a reason why players can't get away from it. And that's what we're going to go through live. For anybody that watches it later, you will benefit from this. Obviously, you can fast forward through some of the, slower parts as I'm getting into different modes and stuff like that. But for all intents and purposes, it will be a live tutorial. Any questions that may come up from people watching, obviously I will answer those. But this is largely created for people coming later on that need to know the why of the 4-2-1-3 and really just this current meta too. The 4-2-1-3 will be just kind of the example formation. And the honest truth is, let's say you're competing and you're worried about wins, you want to go 4-2-1-3. If you want to have fun and the 4-2-1-3 gets boring, you want to try something else out, or you have players that don't fit it that you want to use, then obviously you absolutely can go other setups. You can even win with other setups. That's the thing. In many past FCs, you had to use that meta formation or you were just going to get cooked. You can use those other setups, but the problem is the 4-2-1-3 will just give your opponent, let's say they're using it, you're not, will give your opponent so many more chances. So here's what we're doing today. I need to complete this Abraham objective. Okay, so it's either 10 more of these or 9 rivals matches in a row. I think it would be easier, based on what I'm doing now, to do the 10 squad battles games. So I'm going to go back and forth between this and my quals. Might even throw in the rivals as we get ready for Division 1. I've been grinding 3 football games, so it's a lot different than previous years where I'm only grinding FC, would be, well into Elite Division, worrying about, my skill rating, things like that. But because I took the hiatus from the game, I'm just literally using the rest of this year to focus on getting better as a player, and then obviously FC26 we will hit the ground running, ready to compete. So let's get into it. Squad battles, I have to play 10 of these freaking things, which is another reason why I want to do this. It will actually make it less boring. I have to have 2 Serie A players, hence why I got my man Abdul Hamid right here. And then Mignon, that's my 2 Serie A. The rest is regular squad. In a regular game, I would sub in Bucha for Adamo while I'm working him up. I got like 2 more games with him until he's done with the Foot Birthday Evolution 1. Then I go into the 300k second evolution. Now, I am 99% sure I'm going to finish that. However, 300k, it's like, okay, I need to make sure that he's truly going to beat out Bucha. So, as I play these matches too, I'm really going to see it's harder to tell when you're facing these opponents, when you're doing these squad battles, objectives, grinds. But I don't want to get Adama and then Bucha ends up being better. However, it's hard to think that he would, because he's got proper playstyles. He adds some with the evolutions. Not to mention his shooting goes up to 90. That's always been his kind of shortcoming, if you will. His passing gets boosted, everything. But really, the only place for him is striker. He cannot play on that right side. Maradona cannot be displaced. Hullet is staying in that cam role forever. Like, it's funny, when I packed him, I didn't, totally appreciate just how good he was, because the gameplay was so clunky. Alright, so getting into it, though. So Adamo will be, just to finish that off, Adamo will be a player that I pretty much test out and see. As long as I know that he can beat out Bucha as that starting striker, then I will utilize him accordingly. And I will do the 300k Foot Birthday too. it's almost like you can't pass it up, but at the same time, at 300K, you don't want to spend 300K for a player you're never going to use, because Butcher's not a player that I sub out very much. Like, rarely. Not 300K worth of time the sub would get. So I have to make sure. With that said, alright, so we're here in our 4-2-3-1. Let's go all the way back to the keeper. Here's the reason why this formation, above all other in this current meta, is so huge. Most teams are pressing high. Some aren't. You honestly do better when you do a low press against this formation, as long as you know what you're doing. Because a high press, you simply work it up, and you have one through ball, and you're in. And most players, especially those who have like first touch and whatnot, are going to be on goal every single time, right? Because all you do is turn up the field. Turn up, boom. So yeah, if I didn't have it, see that how that Gay had that kind of weak turn, same with Carlos Alberto. All the attacking players have the ability to turn on a dime, right? So even when there's pressure from the defense, sometimes they can intercept it, obviously if they step in front of you. But most of the time you get this. Play the ball into either your CDMs, or you play your ball into your wing back. Then from here, look at the options. I either can go center here to Matuidi as CDM. Earlier on I had Hullet there, sometimes he'll check in, or I simply go up the wing. So I got the ball back here again. Boom. I go up the wing. If the wing's not on, I simply go into Matuidi. And let's say Hullet in the hole, I can go to Hullet. See how I just have that automatic turn? And now, look here. Look at the options I have there. Now I'll go get the ball again, but there's constant options in the 4-2-1-3, more than any other formation. I have it here with Hullet. I can go out wide to Maradona. I can go to feet right now. Sometimes it's through to Dama. Or I can go to Neymar. Now I also switch from attack to roaming on my wingers, and that's because when I win the ball, watch them carefully this time. So I'll move it up the field. So watch carefully as I put it into Alexander-Arnold. I have him on deep lying playmaker. They're on roaming, which is why you see Neymar not just staying on that left side. You'll see him constantly moving, right? He'll come into the center a little bit. Same with Maradona. See how Maradona's cheating in? He's not just staying and running in that straight line on that right while Neymar goes on the left. So that's where roaming's better than attack, because then as you're working the ball up, even if your opponent kind of has an idea of the one straight run they make, they don't know where they're going. Like, see, Maradona went inside there and then went back out and got the ball outside. Now let's recycle it back again. We recycle it back. Now watch, as I'm dribbling around here, watch my two wingers. Watch Neymar, watch Maradona. Alright? So obviously they're not being marked very tight, so they're more staying outside. But you see how Neymar, it's not just a straight line. You see he wants to come into the middle there. I'll even move Traore out. I have to win the ball this time and then move Traore out. So that's halftime, and they'll make constant runs. Jared, I did not end up getting Bambito because I will never play him. I ended up getting Capita. And Gahey's Team of the Year evolution. So insane that they're my center backs. When the rare times I do use a sub at the end, which I rarely do because they both have Relentless, I go with, I have a Evolved Nesta. I had a Stones for a while. That was the first SBC I did when I came back from my break. Alright, so now I have the ball in. I'm going to get it with Hullet, and I want you to see the roaming. If I didn't have roaming, here's what you would get. They called the foul. You would get straight line runs from Maradona and Neymar. They would never mix it up going horizontal. They would never go left, go right. They would have straight line runs. There would be slight variations left and right, but for the most part, here's what you would get. You would get this run here every time. It would be this run. Straight down this line, right? When you have roaming, on the other hand, you actually get a mix. So if I work the ball over and I move Traore out, right? Maradona will come into that center and get the ball in the middle. Like, they're constantly making those runs into different areas. So if you player lock or manually take a Adama Traore left, right, wherever, coming to the ball, and there's a hole there, in roaming, your two wingers right, will come into that center if there's a good run available. Then you can play the ball. It just makes it so much harder for your opponent to mark. So reversing again, going all the way back to the keeper, and then I'll demonstrate, an opportunity or a score. Either way, I'll work it up regularly so you can see it in regular motion. But that's why the 4-2-3-1 is so good. Not only do you have so many options, but once you put them on roaming, and then again, I'll move to the CDMs in a second because there's an option there too. So I work the ball up. I have it center back to wing back. Okay, I don't want to play to my wing this time. I'll play center, or I could have played directly to my wing. And now look, I have Adama and Neymar both open. Then look at Hullet. Made that run as a striker. And boom, he's there for the finish, right? Now, if I would have went through ball to Traore, usually it's Butra, sorry, then Hullet would have stayed in that more of a cam role behind, right? And then been there for the rebound or whatever. But because there is space there to run in as a second striker, Hullet came from deep. Look, so now he's in an actual number 10 role here. And look at these options. Look at, you have Adama to Maradona, goal. I could have went directly to Maradona there. You literally just hit through ball in this 4-2-1-3, and you have so many options. So, the point is, you can't get this with any other setup. You have to use the 4-2-1-3. In this meta, it is a great setup for, is a great gameplay for any type of formation, right? Any type of tactics. However, the 4-2-1-3 is just that powerful that we finally have it where, you don't have to use the 4-2-1-3 narrow or the 4-2-2-2 or whatever, because in the past that's what you had to do. There's one or two viable systems, right? Here again, we're working up. Hullet's in that number 10 role. Remember before when we scored the first goal, he made that run into like a second striker role. That's the beauty of it, right? And I didn't trigger any of that. They do it on their own. You see the run there. Trent Alexander-Arnold, why he's making that run, I'll go into now. So going all the way back to my keeper. Center backs on defender defend, it's a must-have. Wing backs on fullback defend, it's a must-have. So CDMs, I go 1, which in my case is Matuidi's a typical number 6. He's at holding and ball winning, right? You can go holding and defend. I go ball winning because they're a little more aggressive and it fits how I play, right? But then the reason why Trent made that run up is because he's on deep lying playmaker, okay, and then he's on build up. You can go defend, you can also go roaming, and then you can go build up. The reason why I don't go roaming with Trent is because I want him staying on his one side typically. Now he'll cheat over a little bit, but Matuidi's covering the other side defensively, and that in particular in the defensive side is why I don't want roaming, because then say I'm defending over here, right? This is Trent's side. So Trent has to always track back to this side. If not, sometimes Matuidi, when Trent's roaming, will come over to defend over here. Trent may track back and you may get a mix-up and then there's an open player. Okay? You must have at least one holding and then ball winning or defending number 6 CDM in a 4-2-1-3. You have to have one staple. If you listen to one of the top pros like Anders Vergang, they go with 0 holding players. Well, that's good for them. They're obviously 2 of the best in the world, and they can manually track back those CDMs when they want. A vast majority of players, including some pros, have to have at least one player holding that position, because when you lose the ball, when you get countered, you want at least one CDM in position to kind of stall the offense, your opponent's offense out, so then your other player can get back. Now that's the thing. If you're getting attacked on all the time, right, you're not as dominant in games, you're going to want to go 2 holding CDMs, either ball winning or defend. So the reason why I go ball winning, and I'll show you this real quick right here, the reason why I go ball winning is because I play very aggressive and that ball winning fits. So I'm going to show you here. Yes, if you're one of the top players in the world, you can go 2 of these guys on deep lying and build up, or even roaming, because what roaming does is they'll go anywhere in that midfield. Like Alexander-Arnold may end up way over on the left, Matuidi could end up way over on the right. Like, then you just manually have to get them into position defensively. For me, I want to always know Matuidi's there in that number 6 spot, right? I want to know he's always here. Arnold, I want him pushing up, okay? So you see where he'll go all the way up, sometimes getting way up into the attack, sometimes just being an outlet pass. But every time he tracks back, I know that he's coming straight down that right side. So that's why I don't go roaming, and I obviously don't go to defend, because I do want him pushing up sometimes and helping. So that's where build-up comes in. Roaming is essentially build up. It's just all the way across the pitch. He won't just stay closer to that right side. He'll go everywhere across the pitch. Defend, obviously they stay back. It's similar to ball winning. Okay? So the reason why I go build up is because I want Trent pushing up and supporting those 4 attacking players. Hullet, Traore, Neymar, and Maradona. Matuidi, he can go ball winning. He's always going to go holding, right? You see here, holding. I don't want deep line playmaker. Definitely don't want wide half. Center half, I don't want him playing as an extra center back, right? That role's rarely used. It could be used, but rarely. And this 4-2-1-3, only holding. And when you get a plus in any of these positions, it's even better. Then you have, sorry, I'm fat finger and stuff, this choice. You either go defend or ball winning. The only difference is ball winning. It's a little more defensive, but it's focused on ball winning, like legitimately. Like the opponent gets the ball, the player with ball winning, his mission is going to be intercept or tackle. Intercept or tackle. On defend, they're a little more passive. They're still in that defensive number 6 role, but their AI isn't telling them, okay, I got to win the ball immediately. Ball winning, every time the opponent's in this area, they're going to track down the ball like a hawk and try to get it. You just got to pick this towards your play style, right? The defense, like I said, very obvious. Shadow striker attack, okay? Some like playmaker here. You could go playmaker here, but the reason why I don't is you've seen that first goal I scored, for instance, where Hullet made that striker type of run. That's where you miss out if you go playmaker. Playmaker, they're going to sit more in this area. Now, they have the ability to make that striker run, but it's nothing like the shadow striker. Why I like shadow striker and attack is because he can still play that number 10 like playmaker role. It's just when that opening's there, he's going to make those darting runs in. Advanced forward and attack, you could go support, you could go complete. It just essentially allows him to either come short or go wide. Both support and complete allows the player to go wide, and then support brings him back more, right? Whereas the advanced forward attack, they're strictly looking to go to goal, and that's what I want out of my number 9. The reason why I have both of my wingers on roaming, obviously inside forwards to go to, but on roaming instead of attack, is simply because when those holes open up anywhere, right, they're going to make the run. If Traore gets moved out of that number 9 spot and Neymar sees the run into that number 9 spot, he'll make it on roaming. On attack, he will stay going vertical, up and down on the left side. Same with Maradona. If you keep it on attack, he'll go vertical, up and down on that right side. Roaming, if he sees a hole in the center, he's going to make that run into that striker position too, and it's going to make it hard for your defense to keep all these marks. Not to mention you have Hullet, who's also making those runs. So you essentially have these 4 different players constantly working and moving around to get the ball. Not to mention, you're going to add your own manual runs to it as well. So when you add the manual part to it, whenever you make a manual run, let's say with Traore to the left, to the right, wherever, at roaming with your wingers and then shadow striker attack with your cam, they're going to fill in those gaps that you leave, and your opponent is going to be lost on how to mark you. Now, this is also why I choose ball winning and why the 4-2-1-3 I believe works best with this type of approach. You always have to go counter because your AI starts attacking runs right away, which I have a full 4-2-1-3 breakdown video. Tactics video, you can go check that out. I believe a few of the settings changed. I believe in that one I had my wingers on attack at that time, and then I believe my cam might have even been on playmaker, and then my 2 CDMs were both on holding, so I wasn't as attacking yet then. Now I absolutely go with 1 deep lying playmaker. because I think that supporting role for that fifth player more, like especially when Hullet makes that run as a second striker, having Alexander-Arnold, in my case, as a deep line playmaker, push up a little bit as that cam is huge, but still having that defensive setup where you have two CDMs. So that's where deep line playmaker works out great with build-up. Then aggressive, I've told you guys this before. If you don't know, anything, like, hold on, let me go to the line. Anything 70 up to 91, I always mess this up. 70 up to 90 is high, and then 91 to like 94 or 5 says aggressive, but up to 94 or 95, right, 70 to 95, even with the difference between high and aggressive, it's still a 70 depth. The depth line is still 70. So look, it says my depth is 91 in aggressive. It is not. It is 91, but that only changes the pressure that my team puts on. The depth of my team will still be 70. Now, they are going to change this, and maybe they even have. We'll check it in game now. But for the longest time, including up to my last video, I just haven't been paying attention too much, but it was 70 depth, the same depth where the defense holds offside traps. They don't follow runs. They let them run off sides. It just didn't go to that 91, which is dang near sitting at half line. So they stayed at 70 depth. But why I went 91 instead of, let's say, 70, even though it's the same depth, is because of the pressure. This aggressive 91 is sort of like the revamped, and you could go 92, 94. I think it's up to 94. Once you get above that, your team essentially just sits at the halfway line. It's a little dangerous, though, because then you're literally holding the opponent on sides because they're in their own half of the field. And then they can easily, if they time their passes right, run through. And even if you're holding an offside trap, they're onside and they're running through from the half line onto goal. If you go 91, they're close to that center line, but you're still going to have the opponent sending players on runs, and they're going to be offside a lot. Not to mention, you can manually defend and kind of drop back if you feel like you're not going to be able to get them offsides. But I go aggressive on the pressure because it's that little bit more pressing than if I left it at high. Okay? Still have the 70 depth, but that 91 gives you that aggressive pressure. Now, if they do fix it where it's actually 91 depth and not 70, I will still choose 91 depth because I don't want to sacrifice that extra bit of pressure. It just goes too good with the 4-2-1-3. I'd say the one argument is that, yes, you can get over the top long balls sometimes, but if you manually defend well, it doesn't matter. So let's go back in and work on this again. I have 10 of these squad battle games I got to finish to get Abraham, who I believe once he's evoed with his 6'5 stature can be an absolute menace up top. He's 88 rated right now. Not viable to start right off the bat, but just like Adama Traore, if you're patient, you hold him off, you don't put him into SBCs, it will pay off because there's so many evos. All right, so we'll go back in. Let's check this depth and see if 91 still has 70 depth, but just more pressure. But long story short, I do not want to sacrifice that pressure going from aggressive to high because I want to be right on my opponents. This game moves so fast, the opponent's moving very quickly, and a lot of times they can't, players can't keep up with the pace of this and make good decisions when they're moving fast. When you speed them up even more with high pressure, they make so many mistakes, right? You really put them under the microscope of how quick they can make decisions. And then you're able to just dice them up. So let's lose the ball on purpose. And let's see there. Yep. I think they fix it. That's about 91 depth. 100, like 94, 95, 96, 100, it's right around midfield where, like I said, you want your team to, your defensive forwards to sit in your own half. Even though they're sitting about right where I got Adama right here, right at the center circle, it's still enough to hold the other team and then, trick them into offside positions. If you go 100 and your team sits, let's say, right here at half line, you're going to hold them like right where this player defending me is, and then boom, they're going to make that run, and now there is no offside trap because they were on their own side of the field. You will have accidentally gave your opponent a free through ball card for the whole game. You'll be chasing them down. right? So put it, if you can't deal with that super high line, put it on 70. I strongly suggest you don't go 50, right? Especially with the manual defending, unless you're really good at manual defending, because even though it seems like having more players behind the ball is better, when you invite pressure, especially in this meta, more often than not, you are just going to get tagged over and over until your opponent finally puts one in the net. Me, I like to meet fire with fire. So it's a fast-moving game. A lot of players play super aggressive. So I meet that fire with playing aggressive myself, and then it's just a battle of who has more ability to make decisions quickly and win, and I'll take myself in that battle anytime. So that is largely why the 4-2-1-3 with counter, with 91 depth, going aggressive. More than the depth, it's aggressive. Like I could play with the 70 line, which until recently it was 70 depth, even though it said 91. And that sits him about like right. I'll show you as this ball gets moved up. Sits him about right. You see the player I'm controlling about right here. Okay? Oh, maybe about right here. And I can deal with that easily because I can manually defend well. Like I still can get better, of course, but I can manually defend well, especially for the level I'm at. And I can do that 91 depth. If you're getting burned all the time, I strongly suggest you put it at 70 and practice. I would not go 50 because you're just inviting, especially better teams, to just dominate you. So, now I want to go over why counter instead of balanced. Alright? Why I go counter instead of balanced. What's up, Sammy? Good to talk to you. Good to see you. Good to see your name, I should say. Alright, so I'm starting all the way from my keeper. Here's why I love counter. I won the ball, and immediately, if I have possession, okay, then my players are showing 2. I had to manually trigger Neymar there. So obviously that's nothing. I hold R1, I manually trigger him. If I hold him and tell him to come 2, but then I go, nope, I want him to go, then I hold L1, right? I mean, that's simple. If I want Adama to go right, I trigger right. Sorry, that was Maradona. If I want Neymar to go out, I trigger him out. If I want him to come back in, I trigger him in. If I want him to go diagonal a little bit, look, Maradona. I'll go Maradona, now I'll send him Maradona out. Maradona out. There we go. Maradona diagonal right. Maradona diagonal right. Wow, the delay is real. See, well, now you can see in games where you can get messed up on this. Obviously, though, I'm in a game I'd be more like this. Boom, boom. See, so when you're running in a game, like I'm constantly changing. So obviously the game's like having a hard time picking out who I'm running. But typically you'd be doing this and you go, you know, Neymar left. Neymar left. Oh, it did it again. Wow. I got to figure out why there's such delay. There's not delay. I might need a new controller because some of this has been happening in the game. So look, so Maradona right, Maradona left, Maradona left, Maradona left. So my runs are way off. I'm glad I'm seeing this now because that would suck in a big game where I'm trying to. Let me try to make more of a regular run. So I'm here. So hold it left. All right, good. Neymar right. Neymar right. Okay. Maradona left. Boom. Okay. All right. I think it's just because you're never going to be dribbling that slow and going left, right. You're going to be winning the ball and going forward. So getting to why counter, I was beating around the bush there, but getting to why counter is because your players automatically, so watch them when I win this. As soon as I win the ball, watch my players. So I'm going to give them a chance. Watch. Look, I won the ball. Now watch my team. Immediately look at them. You see Adama, you see Maradona, right? They immediately made those attacking runs. So I'm going to lose the ball again on purpose. Now possession, right when I won the ball, they'd all come short. Balance, some would come short, some would make those runs. So here, I'm going to win the ball. Boom. I won the ball. Once I get it cleanly, now look, those runs automatically are started. And this is all you got to do. And now you're automatically in the attack. You got a million players making runs, and it's just an automatic goal. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I did get a brand new. I got the Pearl PlayStation, whatever, the new Pearl controller. I think it wasn't. I don't know if it was. I think in games sometimes it does happen. It's just bad servers. But also, I don't think it was a controller. I think it was the way I was dribbling. It wasn't game-like, you know, like I was kind of just half-assed going left, right. So when I was triggering those runs, it wasn't like, watch. As you watch my players make, this is what counter does. Now watch, and I'll make a manual run once I win the ball. Well, I'll have to show you once I give them. But what? See, I'll trigger my right back, left, boom. See, like if I'm dribbling, boom, I'm going to trigger Matuidi, boom, come two. See? Boom, come two. Boom, go. Boom, go. See what I'm saying? Boom, left. If I'm dribbling like a regular player, Neymar right, or sorry, let's go Mendy right. See, they'll make those runs. It's just I wasn't dribbling forward like this. I was kind of dribbling like this, changing direction. So, with that being said, going back to counter. Ball stolen. Because there's so many options going forward, I want it on counter because of this. I win the ball, and immediately, look, I see my players, they're making runs forward. And they're automatically, I could literally just keep pressing triangle and get these scoring opportunities. That's why no one ever is choosing away from 4-2-1-3. I don't care if it's the 4-2-3-1 narrow, the 4-3-3 attack, any of them. They're all viable, they're all good, but it's just more manual work. So here, so when you're talking about counter leaving spaces, that's where you have to just be good at manual defending and manual tracking. So again, for me, I started out with 2 CDMs on holding and ball winning, right? Because I want them more aggressive. If you want them staying in their position, because sometimes ball winning leads them to go after interceptions and tackles and they'll be out of that 6 spot a little bit, then go holding, defend. But if you are better in the attack, I push 1 up. So and at any given time with deep line playmaker and build up, I'll have these 3 making forward runs. I'll have Hullet making forward runs, sometimes as a striker, sometimes just sitting in that cam spot, depending what my other players do. And then I have Alexander-Arnold sitting kind of in between Matuidi and where Hullet is. If Hullet pushes up into a striker role, Alexander pushes up into that cam role. If Hullet stays put, Alexander stays put. Alexander-Arnold, I should say. So, let's do a counter again. So we're countering. Hold on, I'm going to lose the ball. Let them take it. Then I'm going to win it. I want to do it further up the field, though, so you can see the deep runs. So, boom. I'm going to win the ball. I won the ball. Now watch. Oh, well, that didn't work out. Watch the mini-map once I win this ball. The mini-map and the players that you see on screen. Now watch the runs. Watch the runs. They're going forward. Boom. So now let's say I lose it here. Look. Boom. I lost it. I still have my back 4 pushed up. Look how high they're pushed up. And then I have my CDM or my CDMs. So my opponent, because I have that 91 depth, if you had 70, they'd be sitting around right here. But you saw how high they were with 91 because I want that aggressive pressure. 2 things. As soon as I lost the ball, because I have aggressive press, those players on the wrong side of the defending, on the wrong side because they were making attacking runs, they immediately track back because I have it on that aggressive. So they want to press right away. So the players converge on the ball to try to win it before the opponent can get anything going. Then I have my line all the way high. So if the opponent's on counter, many times 2 things will happen. Either 1, the AI will automatically start making the players run because that's what they do on counter, and they'll run off sides. Or B, they'll sense, okay, you have your line sitting, my defense sitting about right here, right? So I lose the ball, let's say like right there. They're going to call foul. Then his players won't even run because they're going to be off sides. So it throws off. If your opponent's playing aggressive style themselves, it throws them off. The higher your line, the harder it is. Now, as long as your line is not sitting 100 right here, like I think it's 95 up. I think you can sit like 94 to 70. But to be safe, don't go higher than 91. 91's like right here. Okay? If you go 100, you will sit right on this halfway line, but the opponent will be on his own side of the field. So when they go take off on a run, you're going to keep them onside just because they're on their own half of the field. Do not go 100, and for a rule of thumb, don't go above 91. As long as you give them room to run off sides. Like I'm sitting here, as long as I give my opponent room to run off sides. No, I'm doing my objectives to get Abraham. So instead of just being bored out of my mind, I went live and I'm doing kind of a live tutorial while I get the Abraham objectives done. So you got to get 5 out of the 6 done. And then I think I got Adama done here. So I'm just doing a tutorial while I get Abraham done. But that's why counter and a high line works. If you put that all together, you're set. So see, and then as I go, I'm going to also do the 2 champs. So right here, let's see where I'm at. Gift wrapped. Keep 3. Okay. I'll show you guys in 1 sec. So I'm getting this Abraham card. FC Pro, or, I'm going to get this Abraham. Who's unique as heck at 6'5", right? Great play styles. Great play styles. I wish he had technical. That's okay. For a striker, he'd be great. And then obviously with all the evolutions, no, he couldn't break into my starting lineup now, but imagine him off the bench or with some Evos. It's 6'5". Slender frame though. He can be insane. Good in the air. He's got the power header. He doesn't have aerial, but anyway, and if not, it's just free fodder. So I got, what, 12, 11, 8 more of those to go, but I'm going to switch off between that, my rivals, which I'm 1 game from D1, and then I got my, for Adama Traore, I got to do these playoffs games. So now I'm going to take what I just talked to you guys about into game. One, and they will give us the other kit. Yeah, so check it out. I'll show you. For the Evo kit, you go and you buy this one. Hold up. You go and you buy it and you'll get this first version of it, which is right here. You then play 3, score 3, and I think win 3. Alright? You can do it in squad battles, you can do it in rivals, whatever, but just put this kit as your home kit. Once you finish those, you unlock this one. You apply this. Play 3, win 3, score 3. Once you do that, you unlock this. Same thing. Play 3, win 3, score 3. And then this is the final kit. I think in total you get like 10k SP or something like that. But it boosted me a lot of levels. Like I'm done. I've been done. And then it's cheaper to get the bundle. So go get the bundle because then you get the ball. I mean, it's cheaper anyway, so it's not worth it to just go buy the ball and stuff for that. But to get the kits, if you need the SP to boost you up because you won Soboslai or whoever, you get this ball, which is pretty crazy. They come with some crazy balls. And then you see the stadium. I got the stadium decoration. But yes, you just win it, or you just go get the kit, get the bundle instead, not just the kit. Go do the objectives, look what they are. I think it's play 3, win 3, score 3. It could be a little different. And as you do that and finish, they'll give you the next kit and the next kit. Okay, so now we go to, and this is how I do all my practices, by the way, dude. Anytime I want to do new players, anything like that, I literally go into squad battles. Sometimes I'll go into cups, whatever, and then I take it into real football and I practice. I do not give a dang if I lose when I'm trying out a new formation. I'm going to do it. The other thing is this, I want to tell you guys. When there's bad gameplay, it makes it like terrible to use because the extra aiming with delay, you're almost guaranteed to shank. But in these games, because I need to use them in competitive, now this is where you have to choose. Do you want to play like the best players? Are you looking to maybe play some FC Pro entry level like events and stuff or not? If you are, change your shooting to precision. No problem, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you haven't, I always forget it, but if you can smash like and subscribe, this is the kind of stuff I love, and this is what I aim for. You know, as I go in the future, I already have packages available. I know I'm newer to the scene, but if you ever do want coaching or anything like that or further detail, videos made just for you. Check out the packages. I feel like that's a good deal for the one-on-one type of coaching you guys can get. But this is the stuff that I love to do, so it's a little preview. Obviously, I'd watch your footage, do stuff like that, and I put a lot of time and effort into this game. I know others do too and want to climb. So precision is, but yes, smash like, smash subscribe, and I appreciate it. Slazer, I'll call you. SL Forzer. I'm just going to call you Slazer, whether that's right or not. But appreciate you. And if any of you guys ever want more coaching, anything like that, you can take a look at the packages. Okay, so going to precision. Is it tough to learn? 1,000%. Will you shank a lot of shots? Yes. But once you learn it, you will score more too, because you can literally put it precisely where you want it. Now, let's take this into a champs qual match. So, anytime I'm doing a new setup, by the way, go into squad battles, put it on semi-pro. Then if you want a little more pressure, a little more difficulty, go to pro. Go all the way up to ultimate team, which is literally tougher than some top opponents you'll face in these divisions. So ultimate team, you can absolutely practice versus the best. They have their own unique way of playing, so it's not exactly like playing a real opponent, but it's still very tough. And that's where you can practice. And then when you go semi-pro and stuff, it's a good way to stop. And you can see how different players move. You can see how different players feel on the ball and what kind of runs they make. Go use the different setups. Put ball winning on your CDM. Then put, defend. Then on your cam, put playmaker, and then put shadow striker. Then do different scenarios where you lose the ball and see how they track back in these different setups. See how they make runs forward. Then when you go into a real game, you have an idea of all the way different movements of your team. You can practice different tactics this way. Check out the new formation. You don't have to go in and just copy and paste somebody's stuff just because some content creator said it's good. You can go practice your own depending on how much time you want to put in. Or go get your favorite setup from a content creator. Then go into squad battles or wherever. Look at how your different players move in that formation, then with the different settings, and tweak it to exactly how you want it. Okay? So again, just a quick recap. We're going in 4-2-1-3. Here's a setup. I always, even no matter what, if I played a 4-5-1, 4-2-3-1, whatever, my wingbacks are always on fullback and balance, not defend, because they suck too far in. I want them fullback balance. They keep their shape defensively, and then when I want them forward, I can trigger them forward, or many times they'll just have the ball at their foot and be running forward anyway when there's opening down the wing. Center backs, always defender defend. Forget the other settings exist. Go defender defend. You can, if you have a defender you like without the defender plus or plus plus role, I would suggest you still play him there. Similar to players who have Theos Hernandez on the left back. He doesn't have fullback plus or plus plus, but many still just put him on fullback. Now his positioning's off, which is why I like Mendy instead, because he's a beast around the ball. One of the best in the game. Like, he's ridiculous. His aura is ridiculous. Theo's. But Mendy having the plus plus, his positioning's always on point. That's kind of where the plus and plus plus come in. Then I got one holding ball winning, one deep line playmaker, and one shadow striker attack. Wing inside forwards are on roaming, not attack. You'll get to see why. Watch their movement. Watch how they move into the center, move out wide. They move all over, making it hard for the opponent to cover. Then strikers on advanced forward attack. So as I'm doing this, by the way, I've been subbing Adama. Depending on who I'm facing, some I can just beat outright. But Butra at this stage, until Adama's fully evolved with the second foot birthday update, Butra is going to be better. And then it's still going to be kind of neck and neck, but Adama's just a beast in this game. And with 90 shooting and his pace and his strength, plus better play styles from the foot birthday evolution, I think Adama's going to beat out Butra. We'll see. All right, going into a regular game now. So you see my team right away. I'm pressing. Sometimes there's going to be some lag too that you got to just deal with. So see, I did what do you call it? Did the team press? It went because of the player switching with delay, and you got to be careful with that. It pulled my center back up instead of the front two players. If that's the case and you are getting some lag, depending on if you never experienced lag, you're lucky. If you do get some server lag and you notice your team press, right, and all that is pulling the wrong players, that means it's a delay, and by the time it's triggering the press, it's delayed, so then it triggers the wrong players. You can end up getting in big trouble, like they're calling up a center back when you really wanted 2 CDMs to press. Just, you got to get away from using it then, right? It's going to put you in a bit of a bind, but you got to get away from using it. You see that through ball there, and look where Hullit's at. The run he made from that cam roll is insane. Good save there by the keeper. But you get all types of different runs. So look, so I got my back four, but they're pushed up high. There's nowhere my opponent can really go. He ends up forcing a ball into me because my defense was so high up. And then if he wins the ball further back, like he's pressing too, guess what? I'm right on him with pressure. And because the game's so fast-moving anyway, good run there. Because the game's so fast-moving anyway, and good save by Mignon. Fast-moving anyway, you're good. So I'm going to lock in a little bit and stop talking so I can actually show you the proper way to play. Now that was supposed to go to my cam. I can't believe that went. I don't know. Maybe it is my controller. That was supposed to go right in to my cam there. But I don't think it is. It's a brand new controller. I think it's delay. But that's been happening on UFL and stuff too. Like I'd have a wide open pass and it would go, instead of like to my wing back, it would go to my winger, for instance. Alright, so let's get this up. So watch the run, so he's pressing way high. So I note that down. I'm going to pull my winger too. I'm pulling Neymar. See how I pulled him too? If not, he would have fronted me there. Now look at Hullet. As Maradona came to, Hullet makes a run, and now I'm in behind in a dangerous spot. I'm going to cut it back to Adama. Finish. Oh, that's where Adama's shortcomings come in. So until Adama's fully evolved, Adama's going on the bench, put Butra in. Alright, so really quick regrouping. My opponent's pressing up, so when I play the ball up, if it's not a through ball, I got to call my players too. Otherwise, his defenders, his wingbacks in particular, are going to step in front of my wingers. So I'm going to hold R1 when I want to go to either Maradona or Neymar, right? And then I'm going to patiently wait and then play to their feet. Then when he's pressed on me, I can do a quick turn, or I got to lay back quick. I don't want to get caught with the ball underneath my foot. Second thing is, when you call them forward, watch where Hullet makes these runs. Hullet will fill in any gap. Same if Butra gets out of the way. Hullet fills in any attacker with Shadow Striker ++ and good attacking positioning. You are going to be set. Then you can manually manipulate them from there. Alright, locking in. I'm not going to talk for a little bit. I'm going to just play. I haven't mastered the art of playing very well while I'm talking. Go ahead. He can force that every time if he wants. See, the pressure forces them to make quick decisions, and then they mess up. Simple as that. That's what pressure does to a lot of players. Good overlap by Mindy. I wanted that to go to Butra, dude. See, I think it's lag in the game though. So I don't know if you saw there, but I switched to Butra and wanted to play it. I don't know what the hell, why it's double switched, but I didn't want that at all. Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare to try to figure this out or get this right. All right, so I'm calling my winger. I'm calling Neymar 2. You see Hullet making the run in, and that's fine. So he's got the full press there. I'll just switch the fields up. I'm calling in Maradona 2. Good. Ends up going to Hullet. I didn't want Hullet 2 though. I wanted Maradona. Now we're in. Good run by Hullet. Now I got 2 in the center. Oh, good block. Alright. Near post bicycle kick. Let's see if it's delayed or not. Delay kind of messes it up, but this is usually a pretty solid way to score. It's not OP where you scored every time. He knew where to mark it, but it can score you a lot of goals. 1-0. Alright, boys, let's do it. Just patience. That's why I like those nifty little strikers, because whenever there's pressure, you can roll off defenders. So if you're a good player, you can learn to just burn pressure. Every once in a while, they're going to get you, and now when there's delay, there's just nothing you can do about it. 1-1. Delay on switching to my defender, and that's just how it goes. All right, 1-1. Boom. Let's get right back to it. Good, Maradona.
Now attacking possibilities for Internacional.
And I'm sure he's experiencing it as well. So I'm not saying that my opponent's not going through it too. Like that definitely was probably delay what he just experienced as well. Hullet making a run through. Good stuff. This is why Hullet's a beast right here. He's insane. When I first got him in heavy gameplay, I was like, I don't even know if I can utilize him because his big frame, and that's one of the reasons I don't like Zidane. But honestly, he's nothing like Zidane. They're like, even in heavy gameplay, once you get used to using him over, let's say like an Nkunku who I got evolved on my bench from the last big chain evo, once I packed Hullet, Nkunku went right to the bench, and he'll never come off in that cam roll because Hullet, I thought he was going to step there, and I tried to play it quick to Neymar. Because Hullet's so freaking good. His runs, his power, he's incredible in the air. Plus, he's got good defense, so he can track back a bit and really be a menace. All right, I'm calling Neymar 2. So see how I keep alleviating pressure by calling him 2, and then I got Hullet constantly making dangerous runs. I wanted him to make it in that seam there. But let's see what he does. His defensive help is so underrated when he's in that cam roll, especially because you can win the ball right back. All right, come to Maradona. Good block there. Neymar's through. Now Hullet's through. Hullet, goal. Got too fancy with that. Should just finish with Butra. But that's what I'm talking about. There's just so many options. Oh, you know what I didn't even think about? It just has come so natural to me. I thought I switched this. Did I switch this? Did you guys see me switch this? I thought I switched that. Because my finishes, I noticed, weren't on the time. But you got to get used to time too. You will shank some, especially in this delay. But I'm going to test it out and see how it goes. Because that's the thing. When you're competing, like say you're playing like the FC Pro Open or whatever, the ladder, you're going to have to use assisted even with lag. So that's the thing. I might suffer some losses, but I'd much rather prepare. See, so I sent Hullet through. I faked and went to Maradona. I should have just went to Hullet. I thought he was going to follow him better. But see the options just immediately. You win the ball and you have options going forward. Good. And I feel like pressure in this type of meta, so see how I pulled Neymar on sides? Pressure in this type of meta is way better than sitting back and inviting your opponent to like come at you. That was going way wide anyway because of the... Oh, offsides. See, so the precision, I went a little too precise there anyway. He was offsides, but... Good idea. And you're in. He didn't roll off him like he typically does. Look at the pressure right away. I mean, look at this. Unbelievable pressure right away. Your opponent doesn't have time to think. Dang. A little more to the corner on that precision shooting and that would have been good. I'm manually pulling my wing back up. I thought he was coming here. And then I'm tackling. Boom. Boom. And you're in, Maradona. Near post. Damn. It's definitely hard. Usually, you do a quick setup and you shoot. That little delay is tough because you got to keep your precision aimed. Otherwise, it will shank. I knew where he was going to, so I blocked that off. Just constantly player switching. You're in. Alright, now let's go one-on-one. Ah, I thought he was going to overrun me. Good run there. And there's nothing I could do there. It was just a good job. Oh, don't quit now. Sometimes these opponents get pissed and quit. See? So, this is the type of players you're going to play. He's getting outplayed and then he quits. But I still give credit for the game with Adama. But these are types, so whenever you're wondering why I like go off on rats, this is why I go off on rats. Because you got players like this. But why waste your time? So let's think about this. He's getting outplayed. I'm trying to teach you guys as I'm playing. He ties it up. He gets the automatic loss. If he keeps playing, he wasn't a bad player. Why not? Like, I know he was getting lucky to be in the game, but why not play it out and try to win? Why would you automatically take the loss? How big of a loser do you have to be to go, okay, I tied the game. If I keep playing this way, maybe I can win, but instead I'm going to quit. What do you guys feel about that? FC needs to fix that and give us the wins for those, by the way. But I still get the game for Adama. See, so I have one more. Eldon, I do not know about goals. I think one of my buddies, not one of my buddies, I consider you guys my buddies, but one of the subscribers in Discord talked about goals. He's in the alpha. I don't know when it releases, but he talked about in the he got invited to the alpha version of the game. His name's Larry. Go to my Discord. Get into my Discord, and he put it under somewhere. Alright, so, but I think they're at the very first alpha. Let's go back into champs again. We'll get a fully evolved version of Adama after this next game. It sucks that player wasted our time, but we still got to practice. I know, Eldon, that's crazy. Why would he do that, though? I mean, what kind of loser does that? He took a loss. He would have lost even if he gave himself a try to win it because he was tied. He could have at least maybe won. But all he did was ensure himself a loss. He didn't do nothing to me. But EA Sports has to change that like in the other games and give us the win. But yeah, it's just insane. Alright. Let's see how the connection is. Hopefully a little bit better in this one. Good run by Hullett. You see how he's constantly making these runs? Good block. Oh, he called a penalty. Watch, this guy's going to quit too. Oh, no, it's not a penalty. Alright, I want to do something real quick. So I'm going to sub Adama until he gets upgraded. Put Butra in, and then I want to go to settings. I got to change this. I thought I did this in my regular settings. I got to remember next time. Precision shooting. Got to get used to it. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how goals is for sure. Whoa. Maybe my controller is messed up. Did you guys see that? I got to test out for stick drift. Goal. Oh, good block. He's a blocking fool, this guy is, huh? Good D by Mendy. So I'm not going to do any trigger runs. I want to use my... Damn, I should have done a trigger run there because I could have been in. But I want you guys to see where counter helps. He's got Hullett too. Nice. That was not the right pass. Don't go in the air there. If you're wondering if he did the right pass, he did not. Go ahead, hold it. I do want a manual run just to get him out of the way. Defeat. He's playing very defensive. Maradona's through. Cut in. Finish. Oh, I forgot. See? That's why I put it on precision, because I'm so not used to it. Not because I've been playing all the different games, and this is the only game where it has it. This one is what you wanted. So you just got to point with precision. You get what I'm saying? And once you get it down, you can bury it right where you want it. Alright, now let's defend proper. All I do for defending, I use my AI to close down the distance. Then obviously, because you can't AI defend, which is huge, it's one of the great things about FC, it takes skill. You switch to that defender, you hold L2, R2 to sprint jockey, and then, so watch. You take your finger, now I'm just jockeying, now I'm sprint jockeying. Now I'm just jockeying, now I'm sprint jockeying. And then when I'm ready, obviously I tackle. Boom. I thought he was going to pass there, could have showed you guys more. And then I'm patient. Let's get it switched out. Make sure you're always looking at your mini maps, and don't be afraid, even with pressure, to turn with your Maradona as your Neymar, especially with players with first touch plus. So watch, I'm jockeying, or sorry, I'm running now. I'm sprint jockey, jockey, sprint jockey, jockey, right? Sprint jockey, jockey, sprint jockey, jockey, and then you just intercept, and then once you do that, you start building up. It's not a difficult game, but you have to practice. Start in squad battles, and then go from there. Now look at the options I have here. Look at this. It could have went either way there with Neymar or Hullet. But you constantly have options. Now obviously after the option it was terrible. Watch how fast Mignon is, 1-1. But he's fast, dude. He's got a 70. He almost closed that down. Buffon, he's got far reach with Buffon. I probably would have tricked it. Is he going to quit too? He's going to quit too, I think. Maybe he's not, but come on, guys. It's freaking Champs Quals. All you got to do is win two. If anything, just try to beat me. I'm freaking talking while I'm playing. But yeah, FIFA community. Now I'm not saying maybe this player's making some subs. Probably looks like he was. But what it does is it's brought the worst out of me, dude. Because then I don't... Right off the bat, I think players are like a lot of these rats. And then right off the bat, I assume the worst. And sometimes it's... You get it wrong and you feel bad. But it's because these typical like crash outs... Like, what the fuck? Ruin the game. And make you have doubts about the players. Great ball to hold it. See how he's just so swift. His movements are incredible. He's no different than a 5'5 Maradona on the ball. It's a beautiful thing. What the? Good trickery. Was he standing off sides? He was standing off sides. Wow.
Zinedine Zidane. To take the lead.
2-1. I don't know what's going on with that defense there. Running on the wrong side of him. Look at it, 3 of them standing on the wrong side of him there. That delay's come. Okay. Back into it time. Oh man, this is gonna suck a little bit. This is gonna suck. Boom. So see how I pushed it? I didn't rush it. And then I pushed it a little left. Oh, he's not going to let me watch. Dang it. I pushed it a little left so it didn't go at the goalie. But just practice. If anybody knows precision shooting, you know that angle is very tough that I just did. If you're shanking those at first, don't worry about it. It's normal. You'll get used to it. Those angles at first on precision shooting are very tough. Let's see if I can get one here. But you give yourself a much better chance. And again, you have to use it under competitive too. Good ball. There's not the worst delay. It's not like game ending. It's just slight. But you gotta deal with it. It's just how it is. Good, Hullet. Ah. So see, even though you don't have a lot of players back, the pressure allows you to. You're right on the players. Good D. What? I'd love to know how he got through there. I'd love to know, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. How do you press and defend? Been having trouble. R1 to press, but then they won't tackle the ball. You have to take the defender over and win the ball. The AI does not tackle like it used to. Then L2 and R2. It's sprint jockey and jockey. You mix between that until you're ready to tackle. And then when you need to run with the player, you simply run with them. Great ball. Hold it, another great run. Acting like I'm going inline. I'm going to pull Butra back. Oh, the freaking delay. It'll kill you. Great ball. Pass. Finish. Wow, what a save. X. I just use X to tackle. It's the I put here. So in my settings, make sure you have this. This might be why you're having problems. For tackling, do advanced defending. Do advanced defending. Because if you do advanced defending, you can choose it. You can do O to do a standing tackle or X. I 99% of the time go with a shoulder charge because when you commit with X, one, you get more fouls, and two, you can totally miss. A shoulder charge, if you time it right, is just fine. Yes, good. Yep, advanced defending. Now, you can choose O if you want sometimes. I never, ever, or rarely, I should say I'm playing a strong player and I'm pressing X and it's just kind of bumping them, but I'm not winning it. Then I'll press O. Oh, come on, dude. I don't want to win like this. I want to play. Okay, he's in. Good. I thought it was going to be one of those away from controller things. Those are boring. Alright, back up a goal. Now, if I press my right D-pad too, see how there's default attacking and defending? That pushes your players a little more up, back, or default. So I have it on default, but I can go a little more attacking, a little more defending. And it does push a little oomph behind your attacking, defending. Don't think your players are going to go all the way back, but they will go back. I sent Butra there. And a goal. So did you notice there, as I'm cutting, okay, with precision shooting, as I'm cutting, I'm pointing, like right before he shoots. Then look, I put it so far into the corner, there's no way. As you cannot point, you cannot shoot, press it, then point. You got to literally aim. I'm calling it pointing. You got to literally aim your precision bar as you're shooting. That's where it's tough because usually as players are moving, it's hard for them to stay precise, and then they end up shanking it, which you saw me do once earlier. Because when you don't have precision, you just got to barely press to the corner you want to go into, and if the player's got good shooting, it'll go to the corner. With precision, you gotta literally aim. Ah, too much. I got to put him away here. One more goal and we're in. The wrong player press, but it allows to show you. So look, I'm just running with him. All I did was run with him there. I didn't even have to press X there. I just ran with him. If he squared up to me, I would have done sprint jockey. Now I'm just L1 to keep the ball tight, and then exploding. I take my finger off sprint, and then boom. When I want to have some explosion, I press it. But it's a lot of L1 defending, or L1 dribbling, sorry. Boom. L1 dribbling with a little bit of just left stick. All L1 does is just keep the ball here, close, real close. See what I'm saying? He's going to think I'm being arrogant. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm not. So look, I'm just sprint dribbling now, and then now I'm L1 sprint dribbling. L1 dribbling. L1, now sprint. L1 for those tight cuts and sprint. L1, sprint. Then a little knock on. So, dang it. That's all I do to sprint and beat players. So check it out. So especially with your Maradonas and Neymars in them. So look, L1 for just the tight cuts. And then look, if you hold R1, watch, and go a direction, it'll do a sharp cut and push. So R1, boom. See how he pushes around him? R1. Now that one was a click into R3. See how I did that? And then L1 and R1 will be that tight turn. So L1 and R1, see how he did that tight turn and kept the ball? Again, L1 and R1. Boom. See how he did that creative turn, that boom, boom, L1 and R1? And then this is just R1. So R1 and turn, you'll do this sharp turn, you'll get him. Then L1, R1 turn. If you want to go from one way like a 360 but without turning, you do L1, R1, and they'll do that fancy little movement. Now, if they have Trickster and all that, it's especially useful. See how fast Maignan is? He is nowhere near as good as a goalie as like a lot of goalies. Like Allison's better, obviously all the icons. But he is 70 speed. That's 70 speed with Cat as well to even push the speed further. He's unstoppable. Watch. R1, quick turn. Boom. R1. See how they do that sharp? Now watch. L1, R1. Boom. See how they do that? L1, R1. And then you're set for a shot. So just think about this. Defending, L2, R2 for jockey, right? One sprint jockey and one's regular. For just regular dribbling, okay? Quick cuts, it's L1, L1, L1. Then when you're ready for explosion, boom, sprint button. Then when you want to further knock on because you have space, look, boom, quick turn, hit R2 twice and it will go further. Or knock on, you can press the right analog stick, bump it forward twice, and they'll go even further. Watch. Boom, boom. Boom. See? Or boom, R2 twice. Sprint button twice. Boom, boom. And it goes further and further depending how many times you hit it. Ooh. You just got to go into squad battles and practice all this. But the main one is this dribbling. I'm dribbling L1 right now. Then I explode. L1 finger off sprint, then I explode. So right here, I got my finger on L2, R2. I want him to take me on. Go work on all those things, and it helps a ton. So L1, now R2. Then I receive it, L1, now R2, and I go right around him. Receive it, L1, now R2. You get what I'm saying? Then, if a player's right on you, you just turn them with your left stick. That's all you gotta do. I'll do it here. Turn him with my left stick. Boom. Even my center back had a good turn. Watch. Neymar. Turn with my left stick. Boom. It's just a perfect turn. I need a defender right on my back to show you that one. So look, I'm defending. God, I can't. There we go. I can't get him to really like take me off one-on-one. Take me on one-on-one so I can show you. Look. It's just an left stick turn when I have especially Neymar in them. Now if I want to hold the player off, it's just L2. I'm shielding. Now look. Turn. Just a quick turn. L1, R1. L1, R1's that fancy little boom. See what I'm saying? Then forward, back. Or sorry. Back. I want to show you another good one. Another good turn. I know I'm throwing you a lot, but all you have to do... That's how it's the first touch. I'm just touching my left stick. I'm tapping my left stick. So watch. I'll call my player 2. He's blocking him, so I can't call him. There he is. So watch. Just a flick of the left stick. Flick of the left stick. Flick of the left stick. You get what I'm saying? And then if you need to shield while you're turning, hold L2. But I wanted to show you another nice little slick turn. Rewind this video, and you, if I know I'm saying a lot of information, just rewind the video. And every time I'm saying something, then rewind it, watch it while you're in squad battles, and then go practice it. So all I do is go back on the right analog stick, boom, and I got that, boom. That helps too. L1, R1, turn. Then just R1 is just that quick cut. R1 and push is that quick cut. So I'm going, boom, quick cut, boom, quick cut. Explosion, boom. Hit a shot. Oh. But that's all it is. Quick flick of your left stick is how you do it. You're probably doing a rigid like turn of your left stick, and you got to take your finger off sprint real quick. As you're turning with that left stick, take your finger off sprint, and then if you want to explode out of that turn, take your finger off sprint, quick turn, and as you're finishing with the left stick, boom, then you slam down the sprint button. But you got to take it off to receive it. If not, if you receive it with sprint on, your player will literally do almost like a knock-on receive, which is probably what's going on with you. Or you're turning to like swiftly instead of making it like, act like that analog stick, act like behind your analog stick there's a defender. And you got to turn around that defender. You can't turn into the defender. So you do almost like an around motion. And they'll do those swift little inside or outside of the foot turns. Man, I salute players who can actively do this while playing. Like, it's hard, dude. Man, it's hard to, like, actively teach. And you have so much going on in your head. And you know how once you do something so long, it becomes muscle memory that you could know exactly how to do it. And it's hard to, like, say it because you got to, like, think about how to teach it. That's why not every great player makes a great coach. Like, I learned that when I went into coaching in real life, which is why I started this channel to help people. Because I had a gift for it, because as a player, I knew what good coaches did for me. And then I knew other coaches, like, who were great players. And I thought, oh, man, it's going to be awesome playing for this now that he's a coach. And they were terrible coaches, because some players that turn to coaches, they know how to do it. And they can even demonstrate it. But then they can't teach how to do it. The best way to learn, you have to teach how to do it. Not the best way, the only way. You can't, Neymar couldn't go on the field and go, all right, here's this crazy juggling move. Watch, I'm going to do it. And then go, okay, I did it. Now your turn. I coached you. Now your turn. No, you got to walk. Okay, first step, you do this. Next step, you do this. Here's what I did to practice and get up to this point. Like, you have to be able to really get into detail to help players. And every player learns differently. All right, let's go to evolutions. All right, we got 2 more games before we get, I think it's 2 more, yep. 2 more matches. Then I get into this bad boy. Then we get to cooking. We're talking big increases, plus like the finesse shot, the dead ball. Finesse shot plus, dead ball. Like, oh, I can't wait. And then I got $699, so $700K. It's going to be $300K. So I'll still have like $400K. And all the while I'm building up fodder for CR7, although I'm hearing bad reviews about him. I'm hearing he's pretty clunky. Could just be players not knowing how to use him. But if not, I got a ton of fodder to do some SBCs, man. I thought about going for Havertz. As obviously as a cam he'd be amazing if I didn't have Hullet. As a striker he'd be very good, but with Adama, also Butra, I don't want to do that. And then as a CM he'd be great, but guess what? I got Trent, who's incredible, is passing second to none. Even though Havertz fits more with his physical side and he's also great. Havertz is insane. He's like the regular player Hullet, in my opinion. Now, some players disagree. Havertz is a very controversial player, but I think he's OP. I know, Eldon. I'm sorry, man. I just literally my rivals. If you finish somewhat good in rivals and champs, you get a good amount of coins now. Then a good amount of rewards you can sell into getting more coins. Oh, I forgot. This whole time, look who's my right back. Look who I'm playing with my right back. I haven't been subbing him out. I haven't even had a right back sub. Look at my right back, guys. Because I need two. I need two. Oh my goodness. That's for squad battles, though. That's hilarious. Remember, because in objectives, I needed two Serie A players. I've been playing with that 78 at right back. I didn't even notice. Did you guys? He didn't play terrible, Abdul Ahmed or whatever his name is. That's hilarious. I forgot about him. Played 12. So I still have 8 more. So I didn't get any credit for having him in there either. That sucked. So now I have Zimbrota in. I can't believe I was playing with him at right back the entire time. Look at those stats. Team of the Year Evo and 500 on Maradona. I had enough. Yeah, so I did that too. So look. Maradona Winger Evo, 500k. Gahey Center Back Evo, 500k. Both still my starting lineup. Bro, look at that. Dude, wait till I show you. Go look it up in Footbin, though. He is sick, but can he beat out this? It's pretty close, but Adama's just special sauce, dude. We'll have to see. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, and then I'll get back into it. Is he sleeping, Mom? Is Bear Bear sleeping? My puppy's sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. I'm wired on coffee. Getting ready to play some FC. You guys know what I'm saying? Alright, so they releasing paid Evo after paid and Foot Birthday. You can make so many coins even if you... Yeah, Mbappe's always crazy. I packed him his gold card twice last year, dude. I love the Evos they're releasing this year, dude. I love it because look, base Matuidi just as good as his prime. Base Sembrota just as good as his prime. Gahey was a 20k card, Evo'd up. Neymar's 88, 300k card turned into like a million card. Now Adama, free card. That was past the power curve now is going to be ahead of or at the power curve. Obviously they gave us this one. Who else? Waneri, that was from the Future Stars Evo. That was sick. Nesta, I got him somewhat, he's good as a sub. And Kunku, that was insane. The Grassroots Evo. Or no, sorry, he was a Fantasy FC, I think. and then I grinded him up with a grassroots, did a new one. Oh, the weak foot upgrade, I think that's why he's green instead of the purple. There's just so many good ones. Nice. Capita. Carlos Alberto, that's huge. Eldon, I love it. Yeah, bro, people are sleeping on FC post-patch because EA Sports is history, but their content and the gameplay, their only downfall for me, at least where I'm located, is the terrible servers make the gameplay unpredictable. But as far as the actual gameplay, like animations, lack of any exploits, lack of ability for rats to do good here, like so much great content, they're doing killer. They're finally in a good spot. For me, it's just turning it on and I could have some bad delay. And that does get frustrating, but like the truth is FC is just far, far, far and away the best football game, you know. Definitely worth spending $100 for what you get, as opposed to the headaches with UFL and eFootball. Not to say eFootball doesn't have some great qualities, and I definitely, you know, have fun playing it. Not to say, I would say UFL is by far the worst, but because it's where it all started for me, and I have a lot of players that play it, like I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover eFootball, but I'm gonna be truthful. Like nothing's touching FC. FC is just on a whole different planet. The only thing that I would say, you know, 4-2-1-3 is a new formation in FC. I do almost wish they removed it or it wasn't even in the game, which I know now like it would be crazy. People would be like, "Why'd you remove it? It's a real life formation." Well, yeah, but for the sake of how powerful it is, now that we finally have a situation where we can nice finish, Trent, where we can utilize all different setups, right? Because it used to be that because of the game was so like broken with the AI defense and it was all exploits, you had to use X, Y, or Z formation. It was usually just one or two with the particular setups, otherwise you would get toasted. Now we finally can use any setup because the defense is fixed. And here we are, what the hell? There you go, Merry Christmas. And here we are only using this powerful formation. So it ruins what could be a very diverse meta with all different setups. Because, dude, the truth is the 4-2-1-3 is just so powerful that even if you can find a setup, which you absolutely can, that can defend it well, the problem is that your opponent's just going to get so many extra chances because they're using it. So then it's like, well, why wouldn't I use this? Of course I love having 4 players in on breaks every time I get the ball in the attack. I mean, look at this. It's insane that... What the hell? Did he just really do that? I was not even expecting that. Dude, that was either ballsy or he just got so lucky. Now he's about to maybe go up. He was offsides. There's some severe delay. But this is when you use that R2 and shield the ball off some. Yeah, with graphics too, because graphics are still important. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Golazo! Telling you guys, that bicycle kick is over freaking powered. Yeah, the my best on that one is actually Hullet. And I'm not gonna lie, that's who I was aiming for. But Gahey is my target man for a reason. What the fudge? This game is so weird right now, dude. I gotta... My players are moving like I didn't do that sharp little cut there. It's like a ghost. I don't know what's going on with this. See how he closed down the space? If you guys really like coming off the line with your keeper, go get Maignan. Is he the best keeper? Why didn't he check too? Is he the best keeper? No. But he is so fast, it's ridiculous. 70 speed. Think about it. Like Buffon on the other end is like 51. Dude, you guys saw me make that run outside, right? Why did it go to the middle? I swear it's like someone's using my controller. Not me. In this game more than anything. It's crazy. See, the build-up's just so good, man. It's just too good. Without delay, where he can react to every pass, it's amazing. That little half-second delay is a B-I-C-T-H. So I'm going to try fake shots for everything now, because that little half-second delay is allowing them to react. So you guys know I'm doing I'm doing a fake shot. I'm going to try to remember. Fake shot, shoot, every time. Good ball. Cut in. Cut out. Cut in. This is where I use the R1. A little too stiff there. Good step. What? This Bale is my kryptonite, dude. He's always a pain to play against. No way. Oh, well, this is going to be fun. Now I got to play with a red card when I didn't even press tackle. Alright, so let's go with... No, dude, you can't. When there's delay like this, you can't use player lock. Trust me, dude. You have to use it sparingly. This is like the worst delay, and like sometimes the players are moving. I don't know if it's registering my movement from like 3 plays ago, but this is terrible. I just got a red card. I didn't even press the tackle button. It might have just registered a shot from 3 seconds ago. I don't know. All right, so we'll put you. We're gonna sacrifice. Damn. We'll move Hullet. Oh, crap. I got to pause it again. Alright, so... Yeah, with delay, you got to be super simple. Everything's so delayed, you got to be super simple. So I'm going to do fake shots, and I might have to turn off precision shooting just for this game. Alright. And then Traore, and then Hullet. I'll move here. So I'm not going to have a cam the rest of the game. Traore's out. But yeah, I do use a lot of player lock whenever there's not delay. Alright. Which you could see that in all my videos. All my previous videos. Where's Nessa? There he is. Alright, that's how we're going to play. So let's see how this goes. Gotta get this. Hopefully they block it. Yep. Always put your player there, guys. Always. I just saved a goal because of that. And always pull your goalie just a bit. You don't want to pull him too far, just a bit, so then he can come out and catch the ball. Send that ball. Dang it. See, like he didn't get far enough over because there's this half-second delay in switching and everything. And it's too easy because then you're pointing that half-second, you're pointing at where you're going to pass, and the opponent literally, it's almost like you're putting your finger out and pointing to where you're going to go. Good ball. Good Nesta. Just so hard to get a reaction. But, again, you got to just figure out a way and play through it. So we're up 2-1. We're down a man. We just got to weather. What the fuck was he doing? Unbelievable how it's triggering the wrong plays and everything. But this is the one downfall, guys. I mean, the servers can be terrible.
Now it needs a good ball in.
Oh, get in. Oh, I didn't put my precision on. I keep forgetting in the freaking... That's a goal if I put my precision on.
Dale.
See, that's where it can really help you. I could have put it perfectly in the corner.
Ball has changed hands. Rafinha.
Good, Nesta.
Just as it was looking really
Do you play other games too, bro? Just the only time I'm gonna venture off out of I mainly play football games, honestly, and outside of that, I used to play a lot of sports games, but I am gonna venture off into GTA 6.
45 minutes.
So this will be all football games. This eFootball and UFL. Then I'm gonna venture now. If this gets to 1,000, that's my goal. First off, 1,000 for me might as well be 100,000. So if you guys can help me smash like, subscribe, spread the word for anybody who likes football games, then I'm gonna venture off because me and my son dabble in Rocket League, Fortnite, stuff like that. I already have a second channel set up just for that, but I want to get a certain number here first, and then in that second channel, either I'll start it off with like Rocket League, Fortnite, you know, whatever, but it's also kind of held off for GTA 6. Yeah, there's a delay, so I don't know if I set it after that comment or before, but I have a second channel set up. I think it's called OGFC2, which you can look. There's no videos on it, but it's already out there. Or OG Gamester 2, I forgot, but I have it set up already. I have it like bookmarked, if you will. But my goal is to hit 1,000 first. Is this guy not playing? Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't switch again. I'm the worst at remembering to switch to precision shooting.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, good defending.
Good. And all I do to win that ball there from the attacker is I press X. Oh, the delay got me.
The pass narrowly fails to reach its target.
I can't wait. How are you guys excited for GTA 6? My thought is like anybody can play that, whether you're a Madden community or whatever. And we have such a tight-knit community, dude. We can get our own thing going in GTA 6. You know? That'd be cool. Oh, what the fudge? That was stupid. I don't know how he didn't win it. That was some sissy tackling by Nesta.
But what a place to lose the ball just when the chance was on.
Oh my god.
Just needs the composure now.
Yeah, I can't do it with the delay. We'll see. If you have views of GTA for sure this game, yeah, I know. I can't wait for it, dude. I can't wait.
Today then 3-2 now.
Yeah, the lag on this one is so bad. See, like that's the manual run work there. It was so slow. I can't believe he didn't mark that. It was so slow. Usually for manual runs to work, you gotta have like, I'm gonna go attacking by the way since I'm down.
With options available.
It's just hard. I can't react to anything. Like everything's slowed.
In a matter of minutes. No wonder.
But we're gonna finish it off because the main reason I'm playing this is to get Adama through. But yeah, sometimes you're just gonna deal with these games. See, so he needs the win. You can tell by he's pausing. He's getting ready to go all defensive. I do wish they kept it at like 3 wins though, to qualify. Because then it's a lot more rewarding when you get it. Yeah, you may miss out on some if you're not good enough, but as you get better, that rewarding feeling is amazing.
Well, here we can see it again.
All right.
And he does so well to skip past his marker. That's what opens up the opportunity.
It's just so delayed. You guys remember how I was receiving the ball the last
Looks like a promising attack building from the hoop.
the last 2? I can't even like touch. I can't move now. It's crazy. Well, you can kind of see it in the highlights. Look in the highlights, or even like, and sometimes I wonder, dude, like I don't think it's the case here. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it does seem like the players... Because it just changed. It wasn't like this. I was killing this. I mean, this would be this could have been a 5-1 game at some points. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I can't move. It's kind of like, what the heck? There we go. Oh my God. So you guys saw that. That's a perfect example of what I mean. Neymar took 7 hours to shoot that. An easy goal. But that's sometimes what you face, dude. I've been facing this bad. Like, I started this weekend in 2 and 4, and it's just how it goes. Like, I'm about what? 4, 5, 6 goals better than this opponent. You know, at the beginning I was starting off like literally teaching while I was playing. And then now I can't move. Everything's so delayed. It's just crazy. So it does make me wonder sometimes, like, can the opponent do something where they do like, you know, I know there used to be that, and people are like, no, it's FC25, you can't, but I'm seriously curious if you can. See, I literally can't even move. It's insane. But do you guys know about that? Like, can the opponent do that, or is this literally just FC's? Is this literally just FC's server that does this? Because imagine how frustrated you are. Like, imagine how frustrating it is when I have this in a champs game. I mean, this is probably like a D3 or 4 player, I'm assuming. Judging like when we didn't have lag, how the game was going. And look, he actually needs the win because he's like pausing the game. You know, like, you can tell players who automatically qualify and who can't because look how hard he's going. Like, he needs the win. And so it makes me wonder. But I don't know enough about this stuff. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. I'll tell you guys this too. I hit shoot there. Of course he doesn't respond. Then it doesn't get put in the corner. I wanted to tell you guys this too. Whenever I notice some of the players that feel like it's like, okay, that felt like cheating. And then it's like, can they really cheat? And then you go to check. It's funny because I'll go check and they'll have like 10 PSNs. You get what I'm saying? They'll have like literally 10 PSNs. So I'm just curious, like, why is it always those type of players and why do they have so many PSNs? I really want to know. Like, it's always those same. Like, who needs that many PSNs? Or is there a reason I'm missing? What? It didn't take in my direction. Oh my God, if I somehow come back from 6-2, guys, what the heck? Just toying around, coming back just on accident almost. He's trying to cheat and not. Oh, the delay. Go ahead. I'll go all the way up even and give you a proper chance at. Oh. See, he needs to win so bad that he's. Go ahead. Let's see if you can try it. Let's see if you can properly do it. Oh, with the delay, I try to mark him there. Look at this. He's so scared he can't even play me outright. You couldn't even play me outright. But it's a qual game, you know? Like, oh my God. I don't even want to go into overtime, so it's almost like I didn't want to. For him, I would have done the little tie and quit. But that's just embarrassing, though, with all that lag. Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy. But either way, I mean, hold on, let's take a look at this. Like, expected goals, 4 and 3, and I had the red card, you know, and then you guys saw how bad the lag was. Then I just casually scored 5 goals. But it's just so funny, like, even him playing like that. Now, I don't really mind it in a way because I could still come back from it, and I just scored 4 goals on him in 3 minutes, like 3 game minutes, so like 10 seconds. But it is kind of funny when you do that in rivals, like, or in champs quals, dude. Just practice. Who cares? Practice. But that's why that player's like in Division 4, and Elite Division player, you know? Alright, so moving to evolutions. Oh, it's the next one. Crap. Okay. Alright, so we win 2 more and then we're done with that one. So play champs. I forgot we finished the last one. So Gahey's going to come over here. Nesta's going to start. And then we'll get... But yeah, obviously it's not normal. You know, in a real game against a good opponent, you're just going to get... You're not going to go from crushing him to... here, let me look at that player's PSN. Like, I'll be able to tell you if it's one of those type of players. Okay, yeah. I just played Temp 480322717, the one before. What does that tell you guys? It's always those type of accounts. You get what I'm saying?
Well, hello to you.
It's always those type of accounts.
Brought to you by EA TV. Joining me, Guy Mowbray for commentary will be Steve Smith.
So then, but it's always those type of accounts where you're dominating. Then they always pause. It always starts lagging horribly. And then and then you're crushing them because they don't have any skill, and it's like, dude. And then they always have the temp 686842. Why though? What? Do you guys know the reason behind it? I think they're honest to God, like hackers, cheaters. It's never like you'll never play like a regular PSN in those situations. You get what I'm saying? Good D. I'd love to know. Good run. Alright, we're going to go for the old bike. Goal. Make sure you guys take advantage of that bicycle kick. Right around the 6-yard box, you want to aim. Put your big man on there. If you have someone with Acrobatic Plus, like let's say Wayne Rooney or anybody with Acrobatic or Acrobatic Plus, like Hullett has either, and he's just a big target. Gahey has either, he's just a big target. But if you get someone with Acrobatic or Acrobatic Plus, on top of a good corner kick like set piece taker, good night, dude. It's over. You got it. Hullett's constantly making these dangerous runs over here. See, now this game is a regular feeling game. See how my cuts are like, I can actually move. I can actually like, you know what I mean? I can player lock now. Swiftly. You can just see the difference. And that's how that other game started. And it's just like, so knowing that this would be like the other opponent, that's where it gets frustrating. In like if it was rivals or something. Even though it's out of my control, even though I know I'm a better player, especially if he is truly like temp 7-7, come on, that like there's something going on there. So if you're that big of a loser that you have to do some weird shit or you have crazy account whatever going on, then like I feel sorry for you. But I think that is still frustrating even though it's out of your control because it takes away from the competitive nature. Like you won fair and square and you basically got cheated. Whoo! So sick. Those turns are so sick. L1, R1, and then flick any direction, but the coolest ones are when you flick behind you. And they do very effective animations, very effective turns. So I'll do it here. Boom. Boom. I shouldn't have done it there. I don't like that little flick up one, but whatever. The best ones are behind you. Whoa! Overran it. You know it's a good thing. You know it's good connection when you're overrunning it. You know it's over responsive. So I'm holding L2, R2, jockeying, L2R2, L2R2. And then all I did with there was hold X. How in the fuck? Ness is a little shaky though, dude. He's been giving those up. I may have to just get rid of that son of a gun altogether. All I did was go R1 there, let it run when I knew he was going to tackle me. How did he lose that? He had the player fully tackled in front of him. Oh, Neymar. Neymar. I'm going to put on precision shooting. Well, there you go. 2-2, just like that. All right, let's sub out Traore. And let's lock in. I think this will end up like 7-4, 8-4, something like that. We'll see. Some people hate that the scores are like that, but it is what it is. In this Nesta, I'm just going to tell you, he sucks. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if I think I put a shadow on, but he sucks tremendously. I don't really sub my center back, so I'm glad I realized this though, because in big games I do not want, if I do have to sub him out for some reason, I do not want Nesta in there. Offsides. I shouldn't have done the manual run. He was already running himself. Ah. Why the delay? Why did the delay and run? It's kind of like his first goal is kind of trash. I don't know. I don't know if it switches up or what, but I just talked about how responsive it was, and now I'm freaking, I can't move again. I hate how it does this, dude. Why is FC like this? Yeah, slow motion everything. The whole, what do you call it? Manual runs. Everything, slow motion. Oh, he didn't mark it again. Goal. Why isn't he marking that? So if you guys want to learn how to mark that, you just got to front him. If you front him, 99%, 95% of the time you'll get it. I can't believe he didn't mark it. Yeah, there's just a little delay. Does it go back and forth? Tell me your guys' experience, dude. Because no one ever talks about it, especially content creators, probably because they don't want to make EA mad. But, you know, that one was a little bit better as far as the response goes. Terrible shot, though. He doesn't know how to mark it. I just couldn't get past his defender there for the run. Oh, see, and then it goes to slow motion again. That was Maradona moving like that. If you need to rewind and look at the slow motion on that movement, that was Maradona. The slickest dribbler in the game. 5'5". So, I don't know. You guys let me know if you guys experience this stuff too. I already went through the whole internet debacle, and I know my internet's perfect. Not only for this, but other games too. I know for a fact it's FC server. But is it based on my location? Does every person go through this? I actually know everyone doesn't. I know some people are just lucky with their location. So I know it is at least somewhat location. Ah. What the hell? Mindy just... I know you guys saw that too. I won't even talk about it. There he finally went. He just kind of said, okay, Bale, go ahead, before he reacted. The game can do some goofy stuff. Earlier it was moving like, say I move left, it wasn't triggering anything.
Militao. Encouraging signs.
And who knows, he could be feeling it too, but do you guys go through that?
That's going to be it for the first 45 minutes.
It's my only problem now. There used to be a lot of different problems, but all right, boom. All right. Let's get to it.
So Internacional are in front. but
Good
plenty of
run.
football
Boom.
played in this game yet.
L1 push.
Good patient build-up, but not quite the end product.
Should win that easily.
Gareth Bale.
What? What the hell just happened there? Good D's, Ambrota.
See off the threat.
Call him two.
Out of play it goes for a throw-in.
Good Nesta.
Away is cleverly won.
Good. Good run. Let's keep it going. In line.
From this.
There it is. Oh, Militao happens to be sitting in the right place. Let's see if he can mark this one right. Nope.
Played into the box.
Oh, that's crazy.
Read the pass well and cuts it out.
Read that one and then lagged right into him.
And it's back with Mannion. On to Mendy. Blaise Matuidi. Well, we've seen a top player.
Good. Hold it. Oh, delayed touch. Oh my God, I did that on the first touch.
Between the two sides.
Just a half second off. Good. Alexander-Arnold's a beast, by the way. Goal. Golazo! We'll take it.
It's a real settler for them. Two in front.
I'll tell you what, this delay makes it a little interesting, that's for sure. So after this one, we will have that clean, new Evo ready for Adama. So I'll have accomplished what I needed to. Then the rest is just, training and stuff because I've qualified. Now it's 2 games to qualify for champs. That's it. Easiest thing in the world. Which is why it's crazy when some of these players go take it so serious. The rewards aren't that big of a deal for playoffs. I mean, whether you get rank... I guess rank 1s are just decent. Rank 2s are not... none of them are worth going crazy to, exploit and win over. I'd much rather get good practice out of these games. It's the best mode to work on. Besides some of the friendly cups can be good practice. If there's not all that goofy special where they did the 3-point shots and swap players and this and that. If it's regular gameplay, it's great for practicing. So that's what I always use Champs Quals for. Now, if you're having trouble winning 2 games, of course, some players, yeah, that's fine. If that's the level you're at, then of course take it seriously because you want to qualify for champs. But if you're at a level where you can easily win 2 games, then definitely use it as a time to practice new things and don't worry about if you lose or whatever. Yeah, Sikar, I can't stand that, man. It drives me nuts. And why, and they never address it, why out of all games is it just FC and why can't they fix it? Good Nesta.
Alessandro Nesta. On to Neymar.
Oh, what a touch.
Good ball, decent looking attack. Oh, offside, a really tight one.
How close was that? Looked like he was going to be through on
L1.
just offside.
See, it's just a little clunks the clunkiness. I'm sure he is too, though. Either that or he's just lacks a lot of skill, which is fine. It is what it is.
Has the space to whip it in here.
Easy to read.
Dembele, comeback could be on here. And that by quite a distance.
Alright. And this one. After this, I'm going to go into... So then I got to make a big decision to either boost Traore or not. I think I got to, though, man. I think he'd be a good... Whoa! Pickup.
Alexander-Arnold. Real opportunity.
Goal. All I did there, player lock, manually move Neymar, act like I was going away. Look, act like I was going away, came near post, finished far post.
And as soon as
Nice and simple.
1v1 with the goalkeeper, you know there's only one outcome. He makes great contact. What a finish.
Bale. Dembele.
And just think, though, that brief little really laggy moment when the game went from when I was showing you guys how responsive it was to laggy, he was able to go from 2-0 to 2-2, similar to that at last opponent, going from getting dominated to up 6-2 to then 6-5. It's just crazy how offsides. It's just crazy how back and forth it goes. Now I've had it go on for weeks, where I took weeks off for the server to feel better. I've had it go in and out each day. I've had it go hourly, minute by minutes. Usually, you're not fortunate enough to have it go bad and go good in minutes. Usually, you get bad gameplay, you better expect it for at the very least, several hours, and it could be a couple days.
The counter looks on here. Options available.
So let me know for
Can he finish?
you guys if it's like that. All right, 88th minute.
Shots on goal.
That was a really quick break, playing forward with pace and the movement off the ball. So intelligent, so close to finishing it off as well.
Great chance here. Oh, quality keeping.
Well, he certainly showed
Little
us
goalie
that
movement.
save. You'd expect him to score from there. but
Man, I
he
gotta
doesn't
think
know when
about
to
this
start.
hardcore. Because it was worth it to do the free Evo, because then I could always put Adama into the 90, but I think I gotta do... I gotta look it up, though. I'm gonna read Footbin, because that's a lot of coins if I'm just gonna start Maradona, or start Butra, who's incredible. I mean, watch this. Well, I was just gonna shoot it with him, but I automatically passed. So, let's see what Footbin's saying.
Early celebrations to mark
Because if Butra can beat him out...
It's a really good result and another positive performance. I'm sure
All right.
they want to keep the momentum going in the last few games before the finals, so they'll play the stronger side, I'm sure.
I had to go to my squad. If you guys don't have Footbin, get the Footbin app. If you play FC, go to your Google Play Store or whatever. Go in there. So I go Adama, go Evolutions, put in the one I want. So listen to Adama's stats. Okay, after this second Evo, this is what Adama will be: 95 pace, 90 shooting, 88 passing, 90 dribbling, 53 defense, 89 physical, 5 weak foot, 5-star skill moves. Okay? He can play right mid, inside forward plus, and winger plus plus, striker advanced forward plus, and false 9 plus plus, and then cam, shadow striker plus plus, and half winger plus plus, also classic 10 and playmaker plus. I would use him most likely as a striker advanced forward plus. Yes, he would be an amazing shadow striker plus plus with that passing boost, but I've Hullet. No, I do not want to switch to a CM formation so Hullet can play CM. Yes, he could do great there, but as of now, especially the level that I play at, the 4-2-1-3 is just too powerful, and he does too good as a shadow striker plus plus. So that leaves only the striker position available, which is where I'm having a problem. Now, going into player info, he will have play styles. He will have dead ball and finesse, regular. Incisive pass, tiki-taka, and whip pass. He will have first touch, rapid, plus, trickster. Then he'll have quick step plus and relentless. It's incredible. I mean, that is incredible. His crossing's 97, so it'll be great for taking corners. His free kick accuracy sucks, but, I mean, he'll be insane. So if I compare him to Butra, if I compare him to Butra's Future Stars, which is the one I have, Adama's total stats crushing Butra. Positioning, finishing, okay, this is without any chemistry, but I would put Hunter on both. So Hunter. Both have 99-99 acceleration and sprint speed. Adama's got 95-98 positioning and finishing, whereas Butra's got 97-99. Shot power, they're all pretty equal in that. Volleys are all perfect. Passing-wise, Adama's beaten out Butra, but as a striker, it doesn't really matter. As Cam, it would. Adama has 93 short passing, only 78 long passing, vision 85, so wouldn't be the greatest for Cam. It's obviously way better. Agility, dribbling, and all that, obviously, Butra's more agile, more nifty, but Adama's, shifty enough. And then obviously physicality, Adama's crushing him. So I don't know, man. I think I gotta spend $300K and do it. Is it a crazy update stat-wise? No, but you gotta remember, Adama is sick even with his normal stats because he's just got that aura. So I did the free evolution. Now let's go claim it. Oh, I gotta win one more. Son of a gun. I'll do that probably later, man. I don't feel like playing another one. Maybe we'll play one more just because. But, festive fun, 83.5. So that's a decision I have to make. Let's see. I will go ahead and play another one. Look at the content coming out too, and see what I want to do with that. But yeah, so that's the tough decision that I have to make. Looking at my squad, if I didn't go and buy, if I didn't do Adama's new one and use them only as fodder, even though I've been saving them for this, because he isn't that big of an upgrade from Butra, but Butra is about 700K. So I couldn't necessarily go get another striker. Matuidi's so amazing, even though he would technically be the next one. I would probably go Neymar. I did the Jan Quoto, but then I did this evolution. This was just his regular gold that I brought to a 90 for free. So then I have Gehi here. I don't know, man. It's tough. Neymar is getting close behind the power curve. Zambrotta, it'd probably go Neymar as the first to switch, then Zambrotta, then Matuidi. The rest I don't want to touch. Everyone else is freaking perfect. So I don't know, man. Adama's just so sick. It's almost like I have to do it. And I would still have 400K. So I'm going to go play another game here in a sec. But yeah, FC's just too good, bro. 2 hours flies by like it's nothing, man. The thing I'll tell you about UFL, there's none of this cool stuff to do. Like, I could maybe do the tutorial part if they fix their defense, but there's no cool player switches. Like, do I want to do Ronaldo? And if I do Ronaldo, that really makes Adama not useful unless I put him at winger. Do I want to do Havertz? And then there's always more. Like at noon, I can't wait to see what players come out. Like, there's just so much that It took UFL 6 to 8 years, bro. They should have waited maybe 10 and made sure upon the initial release of the game they had icons ready or heroes or whatever, because there's no way they're even close to that. They haven't even started animations or anything. They still can't even get the through ball totally right. Then eFootball, they made me so jealous, dude. They released Edgar Davids. If I could go back, I got Maldini. I put $50 in. And it was more of a test. I'm not going to keep doing it. So, of course, I'm not going to get Edgar. But if I knew he was coming next, I would have saved that 50. I think it was more. And then afterwards, I tried another like 20 or 30 to get Thuram too. Didn't get him, of course. But I would have put that $80, 70, whatever, in to try to get Edgar. Edgar Davids is a box to box, like where Trent's playing a deep line playmaker. Can you imagine? That's like aura for me. I still remember when I was younger, he was one of my favorite players, and I was a striker, but I still loved him. I had this cool Edgar Davids poster. He was in his Holland kit, and then he was picking off Brazilian defenders out of his Nike cleats. It was a Nike commercial. It was sick. Oh, I cut right into him. He guessed the wrong way, but I thought he... I should be able to finish this game off fairly quickly. I'm going to get Butra in there, though. Let's get Butra, and let's get precision shooting, too. If I don't remember to change this in settings, I swear, man. I don't ever remember it until I take my first shot and it's not precision. What's your guys' favorite game that I don't even know. Maybe you guys only follow FC. If so, don't even answer. But if you follow my other stuff, is your favorite game that I stream FC? Is it eFootball? Is it UFL? Is it all of them? Or did you just stumble upon me because I was streaming FC right now? I'm curious to know. If you feel comfortable answering. If you just want to watch, I get it. No big deal. That was all because of precision shooting. Who was that player I helped out earlier that I really liked that? That SL4ZER, I'm just going to call him Slazer. I love hearing stuff like that, dude. Like, that's why I do it. Like, that's why I got into real life coaching, too, because good coaches made such an impact on me, and I had some bad ones that could have screwed me up big time and did set me back some. So, I just feel like there's a lot of bullshitter content creators out there that misguide players just for views and stuff and give you bullshit info. Guys, you got to use this new 3-4-3 formation. I guarantee you will win 15-0 in champs if you do this 3-4-3. And it's like, no, dude, you just want views. You're a lying piece of crap. And they don't give a shit that they're misguiding a bunch of players or anything. Or the ones who promote gambling, like, guys, we're going to open 100, custom hero packs. And then now you're making kids want to go spend a bunch of money on packs. Damn, 1-1. Alright, buddy, you scored. Big deal. Come on. But yeah, so that's kind of the other reason is because I imagine they're just like bad coaches, or almost worse. Because I don't think bad coaches don't mean to be bad coaches. They just don't have the ability. I tried to dribble. I should have passed it. Holy, boot the ball. What the? Dude, that is one of the glitches I've seen. The long clear, you literally just cleared all the way and it's been sending players through. No way! This is going to be one of those games, guys. Alright, let's play. We'll get him. This is going to be one of those games.
Neymar, determined defending. Ryan Ait Nouri.
Stupid freaking delay. And he gets a goal kick out of it. Ha ha! Serves you right, you punk. Watching your highlights. I know, Patrick, but then I just got one back. So we got to be happy about that. I just didn't like that he was watching that rebound goal. Maybe he was getting a drink or something. Sometimes I do that, and then, you know, I'm a competitor, so I'm going to get mad thinking the worst, because that's what UFO community does, but... What? Maybe I need to get Ramiro. All right. Yep, goal. Guys, I'm telling you, practice that. It's almost automatic. I know I got Big Bad Hullet, who I packed, didn't buy. This is a free team. Remember, free-to-play team. What UFL says it's free to play, but this is a true free to play. Didn't spend a penny. Every player that I packed, SBC or anything, it was from fodder from me doing good in champs. Or why is my defenders backing up? What the hell? What kind of defensive technique is that? Cool. What? See, that little bit of delay pisses me off. But I'll take it. I will take it. Hullet on RTG. This is so... No, free to play, I said. I didn't say RTG. I packed Hullet. I packed him. Free to play. Like, I didn't put a penny into this team. Everything was from my rewards and stuff. Road to Glory. Well, no, but you can use the players you packed in Road to Glories. Well, I guess you can make different rules for your Road to Glories, but this isn't a Road to Glory. It's like, I took... When UFL first came out, pre-patch FC was so bad that I only played UFL. I quit, and so once they did the patch and I loved the game again, I started playing FC again, and my team was so behind the power curve, and I wanted to show everyone you could still compete at the top, still like just use Evos in your rewards to get good players, SBC, stuff like that. And I actually got Hullet out of a 3-icon pick that I got from, I think it was a season reward, if I remember. Goal. Damn. No, Road to Glory is different. So free to play just means that you didn't buy your team. Like, I didn't go out and put money in to get, you know, oh, I want to do this SPC, I'm going to put money. Or, oh, I want enough coins to buy R9, so I'm going to put, you know, $2,000 in. So free to play means that I didn't spend a penny. This team was created for free. RTG, Road to Glory, you start off with like whatever, your starter team, gold, whatever. So I wasn't necessarily like Road to Glory, because remember, I had played the game previous to the patch and then quit it. It was like around November, and I was just behind the power curve. You get what I'm saying? So I had my players from... I literally quit after it was during one of the FC Pro ladders, and the lag was terrible, the game was broken, it was all exploits. I just quit because UFL was coming, and then the patch came. So I had my team from September to like late October. I had my team, you know, that was pro event eligible. So it wasn't a true Road to Glory. It was just way behind the power curve. But it was free, meaning when I went back to the game, I didn't just put like a couple $100 in to like get Hullet and get this. I literally just earned my rewards and took my behind the power... Why didn't he jump? Behind the power curve team and worked my way up with it, if that makes sense. A true Road to Glory would be, you start the game, you open your starter team, you know, you get your gold cards, you play... Team of the week comes out, you know, you get your rewards, you pack a team of the week. Okay, now he moves into CM. Oh my gosh, you packed R9. Okay, you can put him in. Like, I didn't do that because up until October when I quit playing pre-patch, I had, you know, used my FIFA points and like put money in, by the way, to get some of my players, just to fill in the gaps. It wasn't much because I play in the play. By the way, if you want to win and you're a top player or good enough to win tournaments, play the PlayStation tournaments, I was able to win like 12,000 FC points. And then I had my 4,600 from buying the Ultimate Team version. So I started with 14,000 FC points. And then I think I only put about $30 total into the game when it was all said and done. Yeah, dude. I only ended up being like $30 in. But that, dude, you gotta think. When I did that $30, every time I did it, it was for, okay, this evolution costs $10 or like X amount of coins. Well, I'll just put the $10-20 in. I don't want to use my coins. Like, I didn't put thousands of bucks in or nothing like that. Everything was from winning PlayStation tournaments for PlayStation PS points, or what do you call it? FC points. Or, you know, getting the 4,600 you get from the Ultimate Team, from buying Ultimate Team. So the $30 would have been for like a new Evo. I think all $30 was for that. Maybe one was for like one of the kits to like buy this kit and like get extra SP for when I was behind on getting, you know, the season rewards. Because the thing that they don't do, I put a short up of this that I wish they started doing, is anybody who competes in the FC like pro events, you don't get credit. Like, even though you're competing, it's through a week, and it's from 6 p.m. to 10 for an entire week, and you like compete to get the highest Evo you can. All during that time, you're missing like rivals, champs, everything, depending which days you play all your games. And you don't get any type of in-game reward. All you get is the FC Pro mode, then you log into that, and then you go in and compete. There's no in-game rewards, no nothing. All the FC Pro stuff you see, every player can get is almost like an objective. You don't get it for truly playing. I know, Patrick, I agree, dude. Some people think it's too much, but I've done videos on this too. It doesn't have to be too much. Like, do as much as you want yourself. You don't have... I used to have that too when I very first started, like on the competitive side. Like, oh my god, I got to do every promo. I got to get every player. And then I would go out and rush and buy a player. He would lose value. I'd lose coins. Then I'd go put money. Like, when I first started and I was lost on what to do, I put as high as like $400 or $500 into this game each year. For like FIFA 22 and 23, I did that. Then from FC24 and FC25, literally like next to nothing, because I discovered PlayStation tournaments. I discovered the fact that you don't need to buy this next best player, this next best player. I learned how to use Evos, you know, because those are new. This is all newer stuff. And it helped me a ton, which is another big reason, like, for those players who are at that level ready to try to compete like FC Pro and stuff, I can really help those guys out too. Now, I'm not talking FC Pro like, oh, I'm getting ready to go to the FC Pro World Championships. Obviously, I'm nowhere near that level. I'm talking on bottom of the rung. But I always laughed hard when players would say, like, bro, what do you mean you're FC Pro, dude? I didn't see you on the, TV. I didn't see you playing Anders Vergang. It's like, dude, just because somebody's not Real Madrid or Barcelona, like, let's say they play for Sheffield United even, guess what? Those are still pro players, dumbass. Like, you don't go to a Sheffield United player like, I didn't see you in the Champions League final, bro. I don't believe, But the FIFA community is full of dumbasses, so there's plenty of players that are just at the level where they're trying to just get to, maybe they can't even get to Elite Division. They just want to get from Division 6 to Division 3. Or, I know I said this earlier, but it's not all about just that top couple percent of players. There's a lot of players that love football games that play for competition's sake, but they are just trying to get a couple divisions higher, I know. Well, here's the thing. Oh, there we go. Here's the thing, though. You do not need to spend money. That's what I'm trying to say, is like, I thought you did. You do not need to at all. But there's no doubt about it. You're right, because they feel like they have to go buy the 94 Ronaldinho, and they have to get him. But now, dude, what I love about it, what they've done to help that lately, there's restrictions now in tournament. So, for instance, first tournament, it was like one icon, the first couple, one icon, one hero, one or two players over 91. I think it was one. And then the rest have to be like 89 and below or 88. So the very first pro ladder is a lot of gold players. Second one is the same. Third and fourth, they get into some promos. And then it moves up from there. But dude, look at the go look at the restrictions for the World Championships. And I actually like that because back in the day, for FC Pro, it used to be everyone who can get R9, everyone who can get Hullet, everyone. It was basically, once you got to the World Championships, as far as a viewer, it was all the same damn teams playing each other. R9, Hullet, Van Dijk, you know what I mean? Like, it was so boring. And that was back when it was like the same formation too. So you literally watched one team play against each other over and over, basically. It was so stupid. Now it's so much more individual. With the restrictions, the players do some crazy stuff the pros do. I watch A9 Skills a lot. His RTGs. Yeah, exactly. So he does a true RTG, though. He does a true, like, start with 0, and then he has another account where he puts money in, obviously. But his RTG, he truly has $0, starts with his gold team and works from there. That's a true RTG. If I would have started what I did in November when I came back, or sorry, January, whenever I came back after a couple months hiatus, if I would have started that right off the start of the game, then it would have been a true RTG. And I'll probably do that for FC26 with my second channel. Sorry, not second channel, second account. Because that is pretty fun too, and there's so much content. You can build a pretty stacked team, and it would be cool to see your pack luck on one channel versus the other. It's just a whole different experience, whole different learning tool. I can't even remember any of the goals I scored or playing this game. I just remember when I was down 2-1 at one point. Crazy. But anyway, this will get the Adama Traore stuff done. That's the ball game. Awesome, Patrick. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I mean, I'll be there until the wheels fall off of the game, but I'm always going to be honest. It's funny when people are like, you just want FC, dude. You just want... It's like, hey, dude, look at my numbers. Look at everything. If anybody, like, I clearly would want UFL to succeed. Go look at my numbers. Go look at the fact I'm a top 10 player in the world on UFL. I'm much higher rated on UFL. Why on earth would I want it to fail? I'm just being honest. I'm not going to steer people the wrong way. I'm going to be honest about the game. It's dog shit. Doesn't mean I'm not going to grind. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play it, as long as they made it skill-based again and fixed the defense to an extent. If they didn't, then it's just no hope, dude. Then you're just going to have the same old rap BS. You look at my last video, that's what I was talking about. Like, I know the AI defending's gone. I know the passing's a little more, like, it matters more. It's a little more real life like. Instead of just locking straight, every pass is perfect, which is so stupid. And then I know that you're going to have to switch up your tactics accordingly. And so the only thing I don't know is the depth and the width of the defense. Are they still super close together and you can sit them on top of the goalie? Like, that's the part I got to check. Damn, I need to get high rated fodder. If I'm going to do Ronaldo, I'm going to look through. I'm going to ask your guys' help on this. Okay, my SBC is full, so... Okay, so two things I want to do while I'm remembering. Home. Settings. Precision. Okay. I felt like I did that already and it didn't. Okay, so it did save. So precision shooting. Wait, did that say... Okay, competitive on. Good. I'm seeing things now. Sorry, guys. Okay, got precision shooting. Now, go to my Evos. It's officially done. Now what I can show you guys is this. EA sucked on release. UFL. I know, dude. Dude, UFL had their own little lane going with how manual it was and how free the game was. Like, it was free and open. You could play any setup, and it had this cool little fun feeling to it. Everyone loved it, or a vast majority. Even with all the glitchy bullshit, everyone could like accept that. And for no reason, they go to the broken ass bullshit FC route, and then FC goes towards what UFL had. I guarantee they were, for their post patch, they were influenced by the popularity of the UFL initial defense, and they switched up, and now UFL's in the gutter and FC's doing great. How does that work, dude? Everyone says it's because they try to cater to casuals, UFL did, or strikers. I damn near almost believe more that EA Sports paid them off, because it's crazy. Why on earth would they go to a broken ass defense when everyone loved theirs over FC? And then FC takes the cake now. Okay, so 300K. I would still have 400K left. And here's what I would end with. Check this out. Look what Adama ends up like. Tell me that's not beast mode, dude. I mean, I have to do this. He'd have finesse shot added. Then he'd have rapid plus and quick step plus. I mean, look at this, dude. How could I not? He'd be a great winger too, but a great striker too. Great. He'd be a good cam. I don't like how low his long passes are. He's definitely Hullet's in there for good. I can't believe I even released that video where I said Pack Prime Hullet, one of the best in the game. Is he usable? And it's like the lag was so bad when I first got him, but it's so like almost a sin to not realize. Of course Hullet's usable. Of course he's a beast. Like, his playstyles and everything suck. He's almost like a Dom where you gotta throw stats out the window. But with these updated stats on top of it. Alright, Patrick. Thanks, man. Hey, thank you so much for sticking around. Good luck to you. If you haven't already, smash subscribe, smash like. I'll see you next time, man. Great talking to you, Patrick. Join Discord too if you haven't already. We're always talking about footy, man. Every game's on there. Join Discord. I think I'm going to do this evolution. I think I have to do it. But let's go take a look at the new content. Okay. So I haven't even looked at this. This is new for me. So what the content that just came out. Let's see what we got. Of course we knew about Essien and them. We got that already. Daily goal, okay, we got all this. No new players? I think I have to exit out and come back in. Let's see. I think I have to exit out and then come back in. Let me check Footbin just to make sure I'm not missing any content. Thank you, Patrick. Much appreciated. Oh, nice, dude. Heck yeah. What's your name on there? I know you got to go, but what's your name on there so I can connect the dots? You're on more than me then. A lot of times I'm not on there. I should be more. But let me know your name on there so I know. I probably talk to you all the time and didn't connect the dots. Alright, so Footbin, we have... Oh, it's the Team of the Week day. They need to make Team of the Weeks better as the season goes along so they're actually usable. So I'm not seeing anything new. Just a 5-star baller, Evo, this stuff, challenge for birthday, outside. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new. Alright, so we're going to do this 83 because my SBC storage is full, which is a good thing. Smiley Face's Discord name. What? You didn't put a name on there. Or Patrick Smith is your Discord name? Is that what you're saying? Alright, so let's do a 83 times 10 first. Start from scratch. Let's go to SBC storage. We're going to get... If you guys don't know, either you hit this, I guess you would call it the start button. Then you hit R1 to go over. And you can fill up your players into the SBC. So you go into select and you hit X, R1, X, R1, X, R1, and I'm filling it all up. So from my SBC storage, because I need to open it up, then I need 384. So now I go into my regular, and I need 184 and one team of the week, 85 rated. Patrick on Xbox. Oh, yeah! That's hilarious. They won't let you write it in chat. I got it, Patrick. I got it. You don't got to finish. I know there's a delay. I know you then. Yeah, I love your, yeah, dude, you're awesome. It's so funny that it's not like I just need to know the name to, like, I always can tell good people, dude. Like, I had no idea that was you because it's a total different name. But yeah, awesome. I'm glad you joined us today, man. Have a good one. Love all your feedback. Love that you're part of the community, bro. I actually got a special invite for you. I don't even know if you know this exists, but this is usually for members only. And I do a few invites for special people in the community, and you definitely earned it. So I'm going to send you a special invite on Discord. Look for that. Welcome to the locker room, bro. There's just a handful of us. We kind of talk to community, talk different ways. About the games. You'll see, but just I'm gonna go invite you as we speak. I know you got to get out of here, but I'm doing it as we speak. OG locker room. Sam Zeno's in here. Sadizzy's in here, and then I also got John Weaver's in here. So add members. Patrick on Xbox. Boom. All right. Welcome to the locker room, buddy. You are in there whenever you have time. It's just another channel, a little more private. If you want some, you'll get some inside info on UFL in there too that we couldn't put on the general channel. So just please kind of keep that between us. I don't want anybody to get into trouble. But if you scroll up, you can see a little bit on that. So you get a little insight into what to expect on the upcoming update. So, heck yeah, man. Thank you very much. Have a good one, brother. Always a pleasure. All right, so now back to it. I'm going to, and I know right now there's one person here, which is all good. If people watch later, so be it. If not, I'm talking it out amongst myself. I don't have any team of the weeks yet. Dang. I don't even have one? What? I guess I use them all. Okay. So, what I'm going to do then is go to this. I'm going to get some team of the weeks going. Start from scratch. All I need is 84 and higher minimum. So 484 and higher, and then team overall 83. So same exact thing. Go to SBC storage. Start. XR1, 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 XR1. Get some Team of the Weeks going. Alright. Then we go here and we'll go $84. Minimum 4, so I need 2 more. Boom. Minimum 4. And then this one. Alright. Then I go here. Do the start. And we'll get all 82s and below. And then I'll fill in the 83s from there. Sorry. I want to do this from SBC storage. If I have 82s in here, am I not? Holy 83s. This is all SBC storage, man. I have it for days. Ah, there we go. $483. So one. Oh, where did they all go? Oh, I replaced. Oh my gosh, man. I didn't know I was doing that. I wasn't paying attention. Stupid, stupid. Okay. So replace you with an 84. There's 1, 2. I accidentally sent all the players back. I wasn't paying attention to which slots. That was my fault being stupid. 3. And this should be it. 4. 4. Boom. Now, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opened up my my slot for SBC and got a Team of the Week. $85 Ilanga. I might get him on on UFL and boost him up. Just a little side note. Alright, now I'm going to do my 83 times 10. Open up SBC even more. Wait, so it's 80, Team of the Week 1, 84s and higher has got to be 3. Oh, excuse me. SBC stored, start, boom. Where did that Team of the Year go? Didn't I store them away already? I thought I did. There he is. Boom. 84 and higher, minimum 3. So there's 1. Here's 2. Boom. And boom. Alright. We can probably go with a few less. But that's fine. This will be fine. Team of the week. Boom. 83 times 10. Yeah, I gotta do that Adama 92. I mean, I can't not do it. That'd be too crazy. I'm gonna read about him real quick on Footbin just to make sure as we see who we get here. Man, these 82 times 10s have been terrible. So somebody had to have grinded their butt off, and finished Adama. So this is where Footbin comes in. Now you have to take these comments with a grain of salt, but like the overwhelming thing with Havertz is he's not very good. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's just some soured players. You never know. You got to take it with a grain of salt. But usually when there's overwhelming negatives or overwhelming positives, you can trust it somewhat. Alright, so here's what everyone's saying about this Adama 92. It's a card that you don't want to miss. Fast, agile, competitive. You can play him anywhere forward and will perform amazing. What about Rodrigo with 99? Anyone test him? Can't decide between him or Leao. Decide between Rodrigo's strength is making me down. L1 speed boost with him is a guaranteed goal. Yeah, that's at L1. L1, boom. L1, let go R2. Adama does do amazing. Probably because of no finesse plus, but using his pace to run. Back to defend and annoying teams with his... He does have finesse plus, I thought. Oh no, he doesn't. Just regular finesse. Hawk or finisher? Hawk for sure. So it would be boom, stats. Alright, so we're gonna go get him. I got to, man. I can't miss out. I've been saving him this whole time, saving up for him. He's gonna end up being my striker. Butra will go to the bench and do an SBC because I don't sub out my striker too much. However, let me look at something real quick. What Butra does have, I need to see if I have a Hawk. Yep, I do. Okay. Apply. Hawk as a striker for sure. Okay. What Adama has now is Relentless. So that 87 stamina won't be too bad. Now let's look at Butra. Butra has 88 stamina, so around the same. Doesn't have Relentless, and I don't sub him till the very end of the game, and sometimes not even that. So this will be the new lineup. And my next player to be switched out, most likely Neymar. Even though I might give one area a shot before I totally switch him out because I just went straight to Neymar. His dribbling is incredible. He's a great player, but I can definitely do better there. Then would be Zambrotta. Then I would need a really, really good number 6 to displace him, but then would be Matuidi. Everyone else is pretty solid. Maignan, no, he's not the best keeper as far as anything, but coming off his line with that 70 speed is incredible. So now we just got to go start this new evolution, and it's a lot of games. Pay the 300k coins, and we'll get you going. So, here we go. This journey will be continued. We have 2 games to play in any mode. 2 more we have to win in Rush, Rivals, Champs, or Squad Battles, so that's cool, any of them. Same thing, any of them with 2 more. Then 3 matches, any of them, and then play 3, win 1, and then I have to score 2 in the final one, which he should be able to do no problem by then. So the total of my games are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more games, and I have the 92 Adama Traore, all the while building up fodder to get the CR7. Even though there's a lot of negative comments, I'll have to read into that more. I'm going to keep saving up. Still have 400k coins, so one more event, and we're right there still, right? Then, not that I'll probably get anything, but in this Champs qualifiers, that'll be my next chance to get a little bit of fodder going, right? And I have, what, one more game in that to get, let me see, what's the rewards? I think no matter what, you can get 3 out of 4, 5. So it does go up. So I can get either this or this. So it's either rare gold and prime gold or '84 plus and then jumbo. Same thing. So not much. I mean, just a little tiny bit added to that fodder. But to be continued. We'll finish off Adamo. We'll keep our road to Ronaldo going. If it's not Ronaldo, it's going to be another sick SBC because I have a ton of fodder and I'll only get more. And enough coins that I'm going to pretty soon be able to upgrade in that aspect, buying a player or whatever with that too. So a lot of great stuff coming forward with FC. It will be most likely a Rivals grind unless they open up a cup. Let's go see, by the way. I doubt they did, but let's just check. Daily login. I have to go do that. Don't forget to do your daily logins. Oh, and I have to finish these squad battles, so I could do that as well. Usually do that while I'm like watching, like I did the tutorial today, but while I'm watching a podcast or something. I'll go do the daily login now. So there's no cups, so it will be a division Rivals grind. Because I haven't really been grinding Rivals since I play UFL and eFootball. So we're one game from D1 now. And then we can work our way into Elite. Then when I get to there, it's really lock and loaded time, obviously. Like typically I'd only be grinding this game, but with 2 other games, it's a lot harder to do. It's a lot of playing, a lot of football. But that will be next. We'll finish the Champs. We'll do the squad battles. That'll probably be offline. Rivals. Then, of course, weekend is Champs. So a lot of great stuff, man. Surely they're going to have a Foot Birthday Cup coming eventually. We'll play that. Very cool. I'll go show you real quick. Make sure you're doing this. If not, you're missing out. SBC. See if there's anything that... ASEAN might be a good one. Probably won't do him, though. I don't think he's... He might replace Matuidi. I'll look more into him later. Alright. Where's my daily login at? Might be under my favorites already. Probably is. What? No daily login today? Or am I missing it somewhere? Birthday challenge, marquee team of the week, A2 combo. What in the heck? A lot of good players though I could use. Oh, the daily login. Oh, I can do it in 15 minutes. That's crazy. Oh, because of the time change. It's 1 o'clock instead of noon now. So just remember that. Don't think there's no new content. It's 15 minutes away. All right. Until next time, see you guys later. Don't forget to smash the subscribe and the like and smash all the good buttons. Thanks again. Peace out.